Final Four at stake. Clark was trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my, from Schenectady. Clark wheels around, evades Van Lith, and drains it. My goodness. She got an IV because she's been so sick before that UCLA game. That's how sick she was. Clark! She's possessed. Here's Martin. Clark, again coming off the screens. Clark steps back, fires. You bet.
Times when you just can't avoid talking about length, hand in her face, drains it anyway.
Started 6 of 8, is 0 of 7 since. Remember, she also injured her ankle. Here's Clark. Will she pull up? Finding a Falter who lays it in. Here's Clark. Clark pulls up, another deep one. It's good. Here's Stolke. Back to Clark. Stolke lays it in. Plus the foul.
Pass, get it back, pass again.
All right, that's that. Welcome into the zone. Iowa rolls them up yesterday. We are on the road today at the Simmons Bank Arena. There wasn't a basketball game here last night, but it is a great place to be. We do have a concert announcement to get to, but we're here to talk about regional recycling. So anything with a cord that you've got to recycle, come on, and we'll talk more about that in a second. Let's get into last night's games as we welcome you in here. 94-87 the final for Iowa. Caitlin Clark going crazy last night. Made 9 3-pointers. I believe that's an NCAA record in a tournament game on 20 attempts. That's 45%. We talked a lot about efficiencies and percentages yesterday. She was also 13 of 29 from the floor. Got some help from her teammates, though. A Falter, who you just heard a highlight of or mentioned in the highlight, 5 out of 10 from the floor. And big night for Kate Martin, who she and Caitlin Clark apparently go head-to-head. They have to be on opposite teams in the offseason running pickup games, and she was big time last night, 8 out of 16. She had 21. Caitlin Clark had 41 as Iowa gets the revenge they so richly wanted after losing to LSU last year in the NCAA tournament, and now the Hawkeyes advance to take on a UConn team that got over on USC, a team we talked a lot about yesterday as well, and everything kind of played out like we expected, except I thought LSU's length would eventually wear down Iowa and wear out Iowa, and it did not work out that way. I like UConn to beat USC, and the reason was the thing we talked about yesterday. Juju ain't quite there yet. From an efficiency standpoint, it took her 25 shots to get to her 29 points, which, again, nothing to knock. She's got a great future ahead of her. She may end up being the best of all these.
Yeah.
But how about all the star power last night across the board in this game?
I showed up to work today. My people at work, Justin, they stress me out.
They're still talking crazy?
I had to call Joe Klein again for a little backup on this one. But I was texting you during the game, just like, this girl is insane. I haven't seen anything like it. And the crazy thing is, as good as she is, you would think at some point you get used to it. She just keeps on turning it up a notch. I mean, now UConn's going to be a tough task. They got Paige Beckers. They got a forward that's going to be a top 5 NBA draft pick. She's about 6'3", extremely athletic. They got another guard alongside Paige Beckers who will most likely guard Caitlin Clark, and she's going to be taller than Van Lith. It'll be a matchup, that's for sure. Caitlin's going to need her supporting staff to kind of catch fire like they did at the beginning of the game. But I walk into work, and I'm over here pumped up. I said, y'all see last night's game? And you wouldn't believe what they said. They said, Van Lith, man, she D'd up Caitlin Clark.
Oh, my God.
I said,
that is hilarious.
What game are you watching?
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
What game are you watching?
Do you work with the dumbest basketball fans in America?
I said, who? I said, what do you want her to score, 80 points? I don't understand.
Van Lith made it 2 minutes before Kim Mulkey's like, get off the floor.
So this was what
she was blowing by her like she was stuck in cement. Are you joking me right now?
This is what I dealt with. They
my
said,
gosh.
she's shooting contested shots. That's good defense, and, you know, sometimes players just make shots. I was like, stop, first of all.
Oh, my God.
D'ing up Caitlin Clark should have come out of no one's mouth last night. She was unstoppable. No answer for her. Now, should Van Lith and all the other people, should they realize we can't just approach this girl 7 feet behind the three-point line with our hand down? We got to be all up in their face 24/7. So it just blew my mind. So this is what they said. I said, and then you're not going to help Van Lith out at all
right,
by giving her they're giving her screens. They're giving Caitlin Clark screens at the top with their post player. And Angel Reese is sitting all the way back in the paint. And she's just coming off screens, just shooting all day. And so, but people at work, DJ, that's called drop coverage. I said, I don't care what it's called.
Dude.
It's called you need to switch something up. And the argument was they can't do it in drop coverage. I was like, do y'all know who's on – for anyone else except Caitlin Clark, maybe that's a good idea,
Dude,
but not her.
You better switch it. You better fight over the screen. You better do something because going underneath and letting her shoot is dumb. And Van Lith might as well have been a cadaver out there because she was driving by her like she wasn't even there. That's why they pulled her out of the game 2 minutes in. Kim Mulkey is not dumb.
No.
She may be a pain in the ass, but she's not stupid. She saw what was going on, and she was getting clowned. I mean, it was embarrassing. Van Lith was embarrassing herself defensively. And she's just like, what do I do? It's like nothing. You get beat.
And she was running. She needed help. And I'll be honest, like, what do you do? But the thing is, well, if you bring Angel Reese out, then you have to worry about other players scoring or she may get in foul trouble. I was like, I don't think y'all understand.
No.
If you don't figure out how to stop Caitlin Clark, you don't have a chance to win anything. So, that being said, man.
No, your coworkers don't know what they're talking about. No offense.
I don't get it, man.
To all your people over there.
I don't get it.
Anyway.
She was fun to watch.
I will say Angel Reese I thought was really good last night for the most part. I thought the first part of the game, she and her teammates were a little lackadaisical. I was beating them down the floor. They had direct line drives. They had cutters to the basket that were wide open. LSU was not ready defensively at all. They came out completely lethargic. And, again, I will give Iowa some credit. They were very efficient offensively, and they did hit some tough shots along the way. But when you got basically straight-line runs to the basket and nobody's picking anybody up and it's just dump it inside and it's a layup, you're going to get beat. And then, I mean, they did make a little push there. And at the end of the first half, I was like, okay, LSU's length and athleticism, which they have more of, no question, is going to take over. But it didn't. Iowa is the more skilled team. Iowa was the more offensively efficient team. They had a better plan. I thought Mulkey got out-coached last night.
Oh, yeah. I agree. It looked like LSU was I mean, they're good. There's no doubt about it. Very talented team, top and bottom. And for a while there in the second quarter, I was like, okay, now the size is really going to show. But, they weathered the storm just like any other team would in Iowa. But it just really looked like to me, Justin, that Iowa seemed like a team that after that loss, the only thing they wanted to do each and every day literally is just get better. They didn't seem intimidated by LSU at all. And LSU, I think, maybe rode the wave a little bit like, oh, we beat this team before. We played Caitlin Clark before. We have the recipe to shut her down. We'll be good. But, they did wake up in the second quarter, but too late by then.
I don't even think Iowa was as good as they were last year. Like Iowa had a better post player last year, and they did. The thing that's crazy is they have played so much better outside of Iowa City. Once they got to Albany, it's like a weight was lifted off. I think there was so much pressure on Caitlin Clark to show out in front of the home crowd for the first two games of the tournament that she put way too much on herself. She didn't play particularly well. She didn't shoot it very well. Last night and the game before, too, she looked totally relaxed, and she was just getting buckets, and her teammates relaxed, too. I love the way they finished, and even their post player, who I've kind of derided a little bit. I like her, I root for her, but I thought Stokey played pretty well considering she's up against, a bit of a deficiency from a size standpoint. Didn't have a big game, but did enough. And then I love the little guard, Marshall, who didn't do anything offensively, but she is a defensive beast.
Yes, she is.
And she took some charges. I mean, she was out there blocking shots, and she's not a very big player, but she's scrappy, dude. I mean, she's kind of a Kim Mulkey mode, right?
I see it. They're going to have to learn how to rebound, though, ASAP, because I'm telling you, that girl from UConn in the paint, she's the real deal.
Yeah, well, if Iowa doesn't miss, there ain't much to rebound.
You ain't got to worry about it?
Yeah. A couple things, too. I got to say this about Haley Van Lith, who I do respect and I do like, and she transferred from Louisville last year. It's like, well, if you can't beat them, join them. Here's the thing. She could have been a Hawkeye. She and Caitlin Clark knew each other from the junior days.
Yeah, they do.
And she's like, you know what? I'm going to go with the easy path. I'm going to take the fork in the road to the Easyville. I'm going to go with the team that just won the title as opposed to help this team that maybe needs one more piece to get over the hump to win a title next year. And she got smoked in part because of that.
Yeah.
She could have been part of that Hawkeye bunch last night.
And I hate it for her because I really am a Van Lith fan. I think she's incredible. She's a competitor. They've all been playing together. I think her, Caitlin, and Cameron Brink from Stanford all play on the same USA team.
Yeah.
And so they've known each other for a long time. And I think she's one of the best players, and she's great for the women's game. But, I did feel for her a little bit of, man, she needed some help last night because finally when she got the ball, I mean, she was just shooting. I mean, she couldn't make anything.
I thought LSU they pressed and they were too
tired to play offense.
I thought they were rushed. I thought they rushed themselves offensively. I think they should have been a little more patient because again, they did not really take advantage to be in the second half of their size advantage. They created tough shots. There was a lot of times where they're dribbling around under the basket trying to force something up, and I'm like, Angels, just be patient and give it back, give it away, get it back. instead of just trying to force up a tough shot underneath. I thought they made things way hard on themselves. As I said earlier, I just think they got out-coached a little bit there too. Clark's got a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. Cannot wait to watch this matchup with her and Beckers, who, by the way, typical Beckers fashion last night, right? She was, 3 of 6 from 3. She was 48% from the floor. She did take 23 shots. This is a lot for her. The thing about her and Caitlin Clark, they're both underrated as rebounders. Beckers had 10 rebounds last night, buddy.
She's sneaky.
She's really good. And Kent Edwards, who you talked about a little bit, she was 7 of 13, had 24 points, and she pulled down 6 boards too, had a block to go with it. Beckers had a couple of blocks last night, too. So, I mean, it's going to be a great matchup.
I wonder who's going to guard. The thing was, like, why not put a little bit taller Floje, what's the last name? From LSU, the guard. Yeah, Floje Johnson. Why don't you put her on a Caitlin Clark? She's a little taller, a little faster. Then they say foul trouble. You don't want to get her in foul trouble. I say it doesn't matter if she gets in foul trouble if you can't slow her down. So, the matchup, I mean, it would be great to see Paige guard Caitlin Clark, but I just don't see it happening, but who knows?
They tried Poe on her, too, and Poe ended up with a few fouls, but they said that she was pretty effective last year, and I don't remember the game that well, I guess, from last season.
She was. Poe came in and hit a couple big threes. She was effective offensively. That's where she really made a big difference. But, I mean, shoot, last year at the gate, Caitlin Clark was pulling up from half court.
I mean, everybody would have been better. My thing is, you were to me, with Van Lith, she was giving up everything. Like, she was giving up jumpers, and she was giving up drive-bys, too. But you're right, they didn't help her out very much either.
I'm going to sit here and not say that I thought Iowa was going to win that game. I still thought LSU. I put money on LSU. I thought they were going to be too much physically. It's just like they ran out of gas after that second quarter.
I just thought they had a poor plan. I really do. I think they could have taken advantage in some areas they didn't. And I will tell you this. I thought it was impressive. They fought to the very end. It was 94-87. They did not give up. It would have been easy to do. And, I mean, I liked it. I mean, it was just a good game. And I didn't see any taunting from the players, at least, with each other. I thought it was a very, from a sportsmanship standpoint, really good game. Would have been easy for Caitlin Clark to try to put it back in Angel Reese's face after what happened last year.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't do it. And so I like that part of it, too.
Do you think there would have been taunting if it went the other way?
I don't know.
I could see it a little bit.
Maybe, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that's fine. That's all part of it, the gamesmanship if you want it. But I like it better with what happened last night. Just great basketball. I didn't need any of that nonsense anyway. I don't understand the Jason Sudeikis connection. Does anybody know what the deal is there?
She's Caitlin Clark. I mean, everybody wants to be her friend. Travis Scott's showing up to games.
But she's been to games before. He's been to games before. So I understand we respect her as a player.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same reason I just took my kid to go see LeBron.
Is he an Iowa grad?
No, he's not. He's not an Iowa grad. He's not an Iowa native. I don't understand the connection.
I think sometimes people just become fans of players.
I guess.
If you're popular, why
but they've
not be
obviously
friends?
met before because they hugged after the game and talked for a minute. So, I mean, they've obviously met before last night.
I just – I don't know the history. I would just assume because she's Caitlin Clark, people want to be her friend.
Sudeikis was doing some taunting.
Yeah, he was a little bit.
Second game, again, Beckers was great. Juju Watkins, again, I'm not bashing her. We talked about it yesterday. I mean, 9 of 25, 36%. She was 2 of 6 from 3, which isn't horrendous. She did pull down 10 rebounds, but UConn's just a little too much. And again, for a freshman, remarkable. I think she was 1 point away from tying the all-time freshman mark in the NCAA tournament. So she did have a great tournament in general. Points.
I thought she only needed 8 points going into that game. You sure?
Pretty sure I read it this morning.
Okay.
And ESPN sent me the notes.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
We'll double check. Maybe they were wrong last night. I don't know.
You know what's kind of crazy?
Yeah.
What's that?
Angel Reese is only 1 inch taller than Juju Watkins.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Juju's got a great career ahead of her.
I think that's where it kind of gets with. I mean, sometimes, we don't really keep up with this on stats, but, Juju has a very huge effect defensively. I don't think we look at somebody like Caitlin Clark and talk about how great she is on defense by any means. I think Juju does contribute on the defensive side of the floor just simply with her size and athleticism as well.
Caitlin Clark almost averages 2 steals a game, so she is a good defender, at least by statistically speaking. And I never noticed her as a deficiency defensively.
No, she's never a liability out there. I mean, it helps being what is she, 6'1", 6 foot? It helps. She's just. I mean, I can't get enough of just.
She's
every
fun
time
to watch.
She pulls up, I'm like, no way she hits that.
I know.
She just
there were a couple that were ridiculous. Yeah. I got the numbers here. Juju, most points by a freshman in Division I history. She set that with 920. So I think that's the number you were looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
She did set but in the tournament she was 1 point shy of the all-time. She scored 110 in the tournament. A little player you may have heard of before, Tamika Catchings.
Oh yeah.
All-time NCAA freshman mark of 111. She had 110. Cheryl Miller 109, Paige Beckers 108, and Breanna Stewart 104. So pretty good company she's among there for most points in a tournament.
For a freshman.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm about to say, where's Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, for a tournament, for a freshman. Yeah. Anyway, okay, well, there you go. That's all that's fit to print. Softball team won with a pretty impressive performance yesterday against Georgia. It's the highest-ranked series win in program history, and Hannah Gamble, a big part of it, as Arkansas wins it yesterday, 8-2. Christian, what did Gamble do? She did stuff.
2 outs and a run in.
Yeah, 2 homers for Hannah Gamble, not too bad. Arkansas knocks off Georgia 8-2 in the rubber match, so good for them. 26-9 now, and Arkansas now above 500 in SEC play. Got to talk about what's going on with Yurchek and Musselman, and there's a lot of smoke around Muss this morning. A lot of people thinking he's going to jump on this USC job.
Is he going?
My buddy told me the only reason I didn't announce it, he read some stuff, that the only reason I didn't announce it is because they didn't want to rain on the USC women's parade last night with them playing in the tournament.
You got to worry about that now.
Do you think there's a concern? Are you concerned? Do you think he's leaving?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Be surprised if he stayed or went. Either way.
USC's got to be an attractive job. You got a headset over there, Craig?
Yeah.
USC's got to be an attractive job. We'll hear. So Yurchek just released this video, re-released the video of him getting on the Muss bus.
Yeah. It wasn't a new one, though. Is that a little pressure?
Well, no. Apparently he walked it back yesterday. I've not seen the video. Christian was telling me about it.
Do?
I saw some talk about it, but I had not seen the video.
He deleted it?
No. He talked about how he shouldn't have done it. Christian, you got that audio?
No, I got it ready. We can play it.
You guys are exactly right. That was a video that was recorded a few years ago. That video was probably 30 or 40 seconds in length, and we edited that down. I had our communication staff edit that down. As you guys alluded to, Coach Musselman, much to his success, has been rumored for multiple jobs that have been open here in this offseason. And he's still the basketball coach as we sit here today and record this podcast at the University of Arkansas. He has been well taken care of in his past contracts, or where he's had a couple of extensions in the past few years and 6-figure increases. There's not a new contract in place for him this year. But that video was just to kind of dispel some of the rumors that, hey, he's still our basketball coach. Now, this may change tomorrow. You'll have to ask Coach Musselman that, but we very much want him to be an Arkansas Razorback. We feel like where his contract currently sits, he's compensated in the top 12 to 15 coaches in the country. He's earned that compensation and done a great job. And that video was nothing more than an athletic director trying to have a little bit of fun with some fan bases and naysayers that saying, hey, Coach Musselman's leaving. Well, he may be leaving, but right now he's still here, and he's still our basketball coach, and he's still driving the bus.
I was on some Southern.
I like that, Hunter. Have a little fun on social media. Why not? Did Muss know you were posting the video, or is that your sense of humor coming across?
That is my sense of humor coming across. That was not something that was a coordinated or collaborated effort between myself and Coach Musselman. My communications team did a great job kind of cutting and splicing that video together from a previous video we had put out a few years ago, and just kind of reused that as we headed into the Easter weekend.
I don't know that your staff did a great job of putting it together. If, in fact, you don't have a confirmation from your coach that he has no intention of leaving, then it makes you look like a buffoon, actually, or at least your staff does. I don't know what you're doing there. If you don't have Muss's approval or support of that, I'm not sure why you put that out. What is the point?
It sounds to me as if there's no way Yurchek would do that without the idea of maybe he's coming back for sure. I bet they had obviously they have conversations about it. Not only are they boss and employee, but they're also good friends and they hang out. But at the same time, things change very quickly in that world of college athletics. And when a job like that opens up and it looks very good for you, man, things switch. That's just the name of the game. So to me, I just don't see the reason for him to go and backtrack on it unless he knows something that we don't know of him actually really being interested in this job. It sounds like who's going to offer the most money, because I don't know why he puts out all those numbers and saying he's going to be top 12 this if, he's saying we're trying our best. If you find something better, then go for it. I don't know.
Christian, what do you make of this?
To me, I just don't understand the upside of posting the video and then also going on a podcast and saying, hey, he's our coach. He could leave tomorrow, but right now he's our coach. I just don't get the upside of it.
Yeah, that's
what are we doing?
That's something I should do. That's not something the athletic director who has conversations and intimate knowledge of the situation should do. I don't understand it. And I love Hunter. I've always defended Hunter, but I don't understand the thinking here. And if Muss leaves tomorrow or today, he's going to have some egg on his face.
Think it'll be today?
I mean, if USC's ready to pull the trigger and they want Muss and they want him and he wants to be back in California, and it makes a lot of sense. I don't know why you'd wait.
Do you think this has anything to do with it? You know, I love our fans. You know, Arkansas fans are some of the best out there, but we do tend to go from one day, you can't do no wrong, we love you, you're the best ever, to the next day of like, get out of here, you're the worst thing for the program, and then all these rumors start circulating about your players and your program, then it becomes messy. And for someone like Muss, who's done a great job here, you know, Elite Eight appearances and stuff, you don't think there's a little piece of him like, what's happening right now?
I may be naive, but I don't think I am.
Yeah.
That's every fan base. It's 2024. Everybody is give it to me now, make it all perfect, always be great. That's why 50% of marriages end in divorce, DJ. People are not patient. They are not tolerant. They don't want anything but perfection all the time. So if you're either Elite Eight and you're great or you're a bum, and that's fan bases everywhere. It's not Arkansas.
I'd say we're a little bit different because I
don't
would say
think so.
Arkansas and this is my always pitch to go to Arkansas, I'd say we are very unique in where we are the state's professional team, and it's really the only – sorry, UCA, sorry, A-State. You know, I love y'all, but when it comes to it,
sure,
it's all Razorbacks from top to bottom. We don't compete with any other school. We don't compete with any other professional team. It is all about the Razorbacks. I would say there's a little bit different when it comes to the fan base as far as the entire state.
I think it's about
usually supports or doesn't support.
Sorry to interrupt. I think it comes down to unreasonable expectations. And Arkansas fans may have them, but I think a lot of other people do too.
I agree.
Shall I talk about Alabama football? Wait till the new guy comes in. The Boise State guy, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever he came from, Washington guy. When he comes in, it's like, just wait until DeBoer comes in and doesn't win a national championship or misses the playoff next year, God forbid, with them expanding the field. We'll see how quickly he becomes a bum. You think if what are they saying about Cal going out in the first round of the tournament? Think Kentucky fans are reasonable? I don't think so. I mean, if John Calipari won a title last year and then came back and got bounced in the first round like he did this year, he'd still be a bum to them. People are overreactionary, man. It's just the way people are as fan base. I don't think Arkansas is unique in that regard.
Coach, what do you think about her?
I was shocked that they fired her.
Well, I thought she's decently been doing well, right?
I mean, without a miracle three-pointer from South Carolina, they give them their only loss of the season.
Championship, and wow.
Anyway,
we get it. She can't beat Pat Summitt, but whew.
Well, yeah, that's true. Again, talk about unreasonable expectations. They can be an elite team, and I think they're good. I thought she was doing a good job, but what do I know? Anyway, let's talk to Craig Douglas here for just a minute, and then we'll hit a break, and we'll come back and talk to Craig a little bit more. But he is with our friends here at the Regional Recycling and Waste Reduction District. It's a lengthy name to say. Quit throwing stuff in the trash that doesn't need to be there.
That's right. Recycle.
How are you?
Let's just talk about that. Recycle.
Good to be with you again. This is a great event. You guys do this twice a year?
We normally do it twice a year. This is our first one this year. We'll schedule another one probably for in the fall, but this is a 2-day event. Free recycling of electronics, primarily computers and monitors, smartphones, things of that nature. And we are happy to do it. It's important to do it because it keeps electronics out of landfills.
And you all do this, you can do this year-round, right? Like if people want to recycle, they can do it. Where do they go?
Absolutely. We have 5 green stations around the county. You can see the locations of the green stations and the hours and days of operations by going to mydoright.com. At mydoright.com, we have all the information and all of the recyclable materials that the green stations take, including electronics.
Is it all over Pulaski County?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
5 green stations. Go to mydoright.com.
That's easy enough. I can remember that.
Yep.
So what are some of the more unique things you get? I mean, I'm sure you get a lot of old TVs, computer monitors, and a lot of people too are worried about security, I'm sure. So if it's a cell phone or a computer, hard drive, things like that, you guys take precautions there?
We primarily are looking for the electronics that contain toxic waste.
Okay.
And those are computers and smartphones and monitors.
Mm-hmm.
The toxic waste content of electronics, it's important to note that because 70% of the toxic waste in a landfill comes from electronics.
That's wild.
We want to keep the toxic waste out of landfill while at the same time recycling computers, smartphones, and other electronics so they can be remarketed.
What about intimate information that's on those?
All of the hard drives are wiped clean. They are destroyed, in fact.
Okay.
They are shredded.
Yeah.
And so in terms of a privacy issue, consumers don't need to worry about that. Our ESCO partners who do the recycling, they are certified nationally to achieve the destruction and the complete elimination of all personal information on the hard drives.
Because all the stuff I've downloaded from my interactions with the Russians, I don't want anybody getting a hold of that.
We don't want to read yours,
Thank
Justin.
you. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that.
bet.
I've got nudes on there, too, but they're only of my dog, so it's fine. But, there's still stuff you don't want out there in the world, DJ.
That's true.
What do you got on your computer right now? I got a
Nothing on there that I'm worried about. You can go through it right now if you want to.
So what protocol? If something happens to you, I don't need to chunk your laptop into the river.
You know what? You're a good friend, though. Thank you.
I would, though. I'd rush over there. Oh,
Take it to a
take
green station.
I'll take it to
and
you.
we'll
All
take
right,
care of
go.
it.
All right,
we'll
cool.
look at it, and then we'll let you know.
How about it?
Good to go.
You know what? You can't get in trouble if you have nothing to hide. That's the good thing.
That's it.
It makes it way easier.
That's it.
Yeah, the best thing to wipe clean is your conscience, DJ.
I like it.
Then you don't worry about your hard drive.
Cool.
And you can keep your conscience clear by recycling electronics at this
It's
two-day
a
event.
win-win.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, people who don't take their shopping carts back, people who don't throw trash in the garbage where it belongs, and people who don't recycle, they really are the scourge of society. Let's be real about it.
Scourge.
Well,
I saw
you
a guy
can-
the other day. You want to hear something infuriating?
Yeah.
I'm walking down Capitol. I just gotten done with my run, and I'm walking behind this guy, and he had clearly walked to the gas station to get a coffee, and he's walking back. This is a true story. It happened yesterday. And I didn't have the energy to yell at him because I didn't want to fight in the street on a – it was Sunday morning. It was Easter Sunday. It was
Okay,
Easter
you
Sunday.
can't fight on Easter.
Nope.
No.
And the guy is walking, and he walked by no less than 10 garbage cans down Capitol. They do a great job. They got garbage cans up and down Capitol Avenue, all over downtown. Dude walks across the street and throws his cup in the damn sewer. I was like, I want to go, sir, how dumb are you? No way that dude's recycling. I can guarantee you right now.
shot.
I didn't care at all.
You know where that cup ends up?
Where's that?
It eventually ends up in a creek that goes down to Fush Creek, which leads to the Arkansas River, which leads to the Mississippi River and the Gulf, and that cup could end up in the ocean.
You know what? I'm going to say something next time. DJ, if you have to bail me out of jail, I did the right thing.
I'm there. I got a side account just for that, just for my friends, just in case.
You got a bailout account?
I'll put you on the list.
Thank you, buddy.
I got Josh who's on the list.
Josh
Bob's
definitely needs to be on the list. He
Got a few
gets
friends.
fired up.
All right.
All right, mydoright.com. We got to hit a break. Craig, thanks for hanging out with us a little bit. We'll get you back on. Are you going to be here all day?
I'll be here most of the day.
Okay, we'll only be here till 1. So.
Okay.
You will be here till 1?
Well, I probably will be gone by then,
Okay.
Justin,
Yeah.
but
You got stuff to do, Justin.
Maybe in the 11 o'clock hour for a few minutes.
yeah, that'd
Be
be
here
fine.
till then?
There
Okay.
we go.
All right, we'll do that. Look at that. There's the cutest little recycler in town.
Look at that. Don't recycle those. You know what those are.
But that's only because my girlfirl's on the south side.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she's busy.
Cutest recycler in North Little Rock.
That's
My
right.
girlfriend, I call her the recyclopath.
Oh, she's one of
She's
those
a lunatic.
blue bag and
Oh,
everything?
dude, she's just like, don't throw that away. I'll
Okay.
recycle that.
Wow.
Like, she will collect things and
Yeah.
go recycle them. I respect it.
Yeah, my neighbors are so good at recycling. They use my recycling bin when theirs gets full.
Does that bother you?
Usually not, but it did this week because I had a lot of stuff I wanted to recycle and I had no room to put it.
Oh, that's a problem. See, I think once you put it to the curb, like it's fair game. Like your
Yeah.
trash can, your recycle deal.
But when it's next to the house,
No.
difficult.
If it's next to the house, that's an invasion of
I
privacy.
opened it trying to put something in, and I was like, when did I buy those? I don't remember this.
Yeah, that's not
Wasn't
cool.
mine.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But don't you agree when it's up at the curb?
I
it's
agree,
okay?
yeah. If it's in the curb, you open it, there's room, go
I've heard
for it.
people like flip out about that kind of thing. though. It's like,
At
what are
the
you
curb?
doing? Yes.
No.
What are you
Not-
doing?
Not
I'm
in my
like,
neighborhood.
okay, good.
Yeah.
As long as it's recyclable,
Yep.
put it in there.
Let's go.
Go to mydoright.com. You'll know what to put in and what to leave out.
My girl's so serious about it. Like, she takes glass to go get recycled.
You have to take it.
They don't take it anymore
I
in the recycle
remember,
bins.
what was it, about 3 years ago they switched that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine all the broken glass they were trying to fish out of plastics and things. That had to be a mess.
It is, but it's important to keep it clean so that all of the things in the cart can be recyclable. And that means it can be sorted.
Yep.
And it can be packaged, resold, and make new stuff. That's called sustainability.
My cell phone's going to be reused in another way sometime.
Good.
I'm asking.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It can be either the components inside or the actual cell phone, wiped clean, refurbished, resold at a discount to those who can't afford a $1,000 smartphone.
Let's go. I love that. All right, Craig, thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Justin.
We are here at Simmons Bank Arena. Again, it's the lot directly across on Washington Street, across from the arena. We're looking down at the downtown over at Simmons Bank. It's a great view, actually.
What a day.
It's lovely,
Nice
buddy.
breeze.
Nice breeze.
Woo.
It was a great running morning, I tell you what. Ran through MacArthur Park this morning. It was so nice.
How far did you run?
A few miles.
What's your pace?
Slow.
It's all good.
I finished. I didn't die.
All right.
I didn't beat anybody up throwing stuff in the sewer either.
Ebony is trying to get me to sign up for this mile event. It's 1 mile. It's in Searcy.
All right, we'll talk about it
this weekend.
We got to hit a break. Craig, how late are y'all here today? How late are we doing
2
this?
o'clock. We're here till 2 o'clock today, and from 7 a.m. until 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay. Stay till 2 today.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to hit a break. Be back. Way late, 10:39.
Fence Brokers presents Razorback Graffiti every Monday morning. Call Morning Mayhem and let them know how you feel about how they did. One sentence and one sentence only.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas softball picked up a huge series win this weekend when they took on number 3 Georgia. They won the first game 3-2, lost the second one 8-2, and last night they won the rubber match 8-2 thanks to 2 home runs from Hannah Gamble, the second of which was a grand slam that helped seal the victory. The Hogs are now overall on the season 26-9. They're 5-4 in the SEC, and now they return home to take on the Missouri Tigers for a 3-game set Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can catch all of those on the SEC Network. Arkansas baseball is back in action today. They take on the Arkansas State Red Wolves at 6 o'clock. You can catch it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. You can also watch it on the SEC Network Plus. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
There are no ordinary days in Arkansas. Hike to inspiring summits, bike on world-class trails, or fish in sparkling waters. Or see some of the world's top art collections and explore historic sites dedicated to everything from civil rights to rock and roll. After that, eat some award-winning barbecue and sip a local craft beer. So go on, get out there, and explore what the natural state has to offer. Find out more at arkansas.com.
It's the Tracker Open House Sale at Bradford Marine and ATV at all 6 statewide locations. Check out the Sun Tracker Sportfish 22, great for fishing and cruising with a 115 horsepower Mercury outboard. It's the Open House Sale at Bradford Marine and ATV, your authorized Tracker dealer.
Is your Oaklawn thoroughbred racing action so close you can feel it? Is it the view from your trackside luxury suite? However you like it, racing season is off and running at Oaklawn, with live races every weekend through May 4th. It's fun by the furlong all season long. Make your reservations today at oaklawn.com. What's your Oaklawn? Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Calling all coaches. Summerwood Sports in Bryant. It's your go-to destination for basketball and volleyball tournaments, practices, and more. Conveniently located off Interstate 30, it's the premier sports complex in Central Arkansas. With up to 4 courts and 2 gyms, Summerwood Sports is perfect for training sessions, team practices, and even epic birthday parties. Check availability and learn more at summerwoodsports.com. Elevate your game at Summerwood Sports.
Razorback pitcher Will McIntyre joins Morning Mayhem each week, presented by Seth Boyd with Shelter Insurance. Give Seth a call for all your insurance needs at 501-982-6465.
The sun rises and sets with
The Zone.
Yeah.
We know how you feel. Don't worry. You're back in the zone with Justin Eckrey and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, here we go. Back here at the regional recycling event at Simmons Bank Arena. Again, you have till 2 o'clock today. If you're sitting there, we're going, man, a bunch of stuff to recycle. Don't worry. Tomorrow you can get up early, pop over here and do it before you go to work, 7 until 2, or come by your lunch hour today or tomorrow. Knock it out. And, again, you're doing good things for you. Get that stuff out of your garage.
Get it out of there.
Get that stuff out of your extra bedroom closet. Do the clearinghouse.
It's old.
Spring cleaning,
There's
baby.
nothing on it. That phone that's in your nightstand that's been there for 6 years.
You're
let it
never
go.
going to use it. My
Let it
gosh.
go. You know it's there.
Ugh.
You don't even remember the password.
No.
Just give it away.
Get rid of it. Just like the I need some Red Hot Chili Peppers later, Christian. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Christian, you got to get that Joakim Noah clip ready, too. I was just talking to DJ in the break as we welcome him back here at 10:43. We're talking about the women's tournament. So all these teams have advanced now, and it's a great Final Four. NC State, I mean, it's incredible. The men and the women both in the Final Four. UConn's men and women both in the Final Four. And then you got Iowa and you got South Carolina. And poor Iowa, right? They go to Albany last night to win the regional. And
they party last night?
Probably not. They probably got on the plane and flew home.
Yeah.
But Rebecca Lobo last night during the broadcast said, "Yeah, not much to do in Albany." Apparently, she took some heat online about it. Where's that coming from? Is that on your computer?
This?
You're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue? Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, and then I was thinking, okay, so now where are they going? It's like they're going to Cleveland.
Oh.
It's like, how did you win the championship? It's like we had to go to Albany, and then we went to Cleveland.
Oh.
And again, I don't have an issue with Cleveland. I've never spent any time in Cleveland, but it doesn't seem like a huge reward or a place you really want to go. Like the Final Four for the men, it's in Phoenix this year.
Ooh.
Everybody likes Phoenix, especially in spring. It's beautiful.
Yeah, usually if there's a questionable character player in the NFL or NBA, you hope that they go to cities like Cleveland or Green Bay.
Right.
Or,
no offense.
Where else would be? Where you're not going to get in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
Where else would be?
Minneapolis is pretty good.
Yeah.
Basically anywhere in the NFC North.
Yeah.
Outside of
Pretty
Chicago.
much.
Then everybody gets in trouble.
Yeah, Detroit, you don't want to go out. You should be good.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some parts, I suppose. Anyway.
You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say, I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. I mean, what's so good about Cleveland?
Yep. What is so great about Cleveland? Have you spent any time in Cleveland? Did you play against the Browns when you were in school? In the pros?
My first preseason game was against Cleveland, rookie year.
There
at Cleveland.
You probably just happened to be there.
I got drafted the year of the lockout, so we didn't get to practice. We didn't get to do anything. So I think my first 5 days in the NFL, I'm suited up to play a game. I don't know my blocking assignment. Give up a sack fumble.
Perfect.
Scoop and score. Oops. They took it to the house. I'm chasing this dude like, please, God, just let me try to trip his toe. No, he scored a touchdown.
You didn't know your block. That didn't seem like you.
It was. I mean, we were in during the lockout. They didn't let us have a playbook. They didn't let us talk to anyone. Like there was so many strict.
How many
rules.
days did you have to look at the book before you had a game?
5 days.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That was tough.
Let's take up a calls here and we'll hit a break. See if JW held on. He did. JW, what do you say?
Hey, man, everybody just calm down. You get all upset, just think about Marshall, that feisty little thing. I love her. She's a great player. But that's not why I called. Hey, do you feel like during the LSU game, when they were getting kind of stomped on, the refs kind of let them come back? I don't have a dog in this fight, but I could blatantly see the girl getting her face slapped. She got clearly knocked down. Even the commentators, like, they're not going to call a foul on that? There was, like, several instances, like when Caitlin shot the three and slapped her hand. No foul. She fell down. It seemed like the refs did everything they could to let LSU come back in it. And I was just going to get your thoughts on that and hang up.
JW, thanks for the call. I can count on one finger how many times I praise officials during a season. This will be one of those times. I couldn't say enough good things about the way they let the physical play go on. It was within reason in most cases. There were a couple times I thought they could have called a foul and didn't, but I'd much rather have it be that way than them calling every ticky-tack thing going on.
Yeah, and I think they were fair. It was both ways. I mean, there were plenty of times where LSU had, 5 offensive rebounds in a row. Easily could have called a foul maybe on the third or fourth one, but they just kept letting it go to the point to where it's like, okay, we got to call one now. It's a little too obvious. And so I don't think it seemed both ways to me.
I agree.
Fairly.
I thought the officiating was very good. I was very happy with that, honestly. Yeah. Don, welcome.
Hey, guys, I can make the money, Simmons Bank Arena money, Clark and Curry, 7-game forced, playing force, shooting the ball, baby. Y'all can make money. Hey, pay them $1 million, get Simmons to help you on that, make $1 million, pay them both $1 million to come to Little Rock, have 7 rounds of horse.
I'm putting all my money on Steph Curry
against
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
She's different. They already kind of did that this year in the All-Star weekend with Sabrina. What's her name?
Ionescu.
She can shoot lights out just as much as Caitlin can, and Steph is just different, man.
Yeah.
We've never seen anything like it. And I'll say we've never seen anything like Caitlin Clark in the women's game.
There were a couple shots that Caitlin took last time. Like, I don't think I can get it to the rim from there. And she's making buckets.
That's cool. But, yeah, Steph can almost shoot 90% from half court if you wanted to.
Somebody hit me from – go ahead.
I was going to say, they had talked about next year's All-Star game, maybe doing a Caitlin and Serena versus Clay and Steph, and that would be cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I will say I don't think $1 million is getting Steph to Little Rock.
No.
If it's off season, might be worth it.
What if it's for charity?
Charity, yeah. I got a thing here. Somebody had tweeted this at me last night. I didn't know what he was talking about because I guess I wasn't watching pregame closely enough. Although it was funny, my buddy and I went down to Brewski's. He called me. He's like, "Hey, you want to go watch the game?" And I was like, "No, man, I got stuff to do." And it was
Later,
he's like,
you end up at Brewski's.
and I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll go first half."
Yeah.
And I sat there, and we were halfway through a beer, and I look at him and I go, "Can you imagine 10 years ago, you and I sitting in a sports bar watching a women's basketball game?" I was like, if that doesn't tell you how far the sport has come.
And you're locked in, too.
I was in it. And, dude, there were LSU fans in there, and there were Iowa fans in there, and it was getting raucous. It was awesome.
I agree. I was talking to my buddy Josh about it for about 20 minutes, and then at some point he stopped and said, "You realize we're talking about the women's NCAA March Madness more than the men's?" I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm so much more into the women's side than the men's side right
This
now.
Final Four is going to be insane.
Oh, I can't
I'm
wait.
so hyped.
I can't wait.
I
Yeah.
mean, again, it's going to be – I do like Iowa in their matchup. Obviously, you got to like South Carolina in their matchup. If Iowa plays like they did last night, and obviously I think South Carolina will defend better, they can at least make it interesting. I don't know if they can beat South Carolina or not. But South Carolina has certainly looked – look, Indiana gave them all they wanted, and Indiana didn't beat Iowa in the Big Ten last I checked. So just saying. Anyway, the thing the guy tweeted at me was something about, I can't believe anybody likes this team or roots for this LSU team. You know, I thought this anthem crap was over, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm going to see on Twitter, Kim Mulkey said her team, I guess if they walked off the floor during the anthem, she said, we didn't even realize it was being played at that time, which is weird because they should have a run of show, basically.
Yeah.
We get a sheet like of order of how things are going to go in a pregame.
Yeah.
And she said, we have a certain time we leave the floor before tip-off, and so that's what we did.
Wow.
So I think that's a nothing burger. Her whole week has been a nothing burger. The Washington Post article, her team's performance, and the anthem thing, I don't think anything of it probably. I don't think that was probably intentional. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that. Let's hit a break. It's 10:51, and as we head in, let me tell you about our friends in Jacksonville. Going to go up to Guatney here next week and check in with the Employee of the Month for the month of March. We will be celebrating them on the air, but you can celebrate a new purchase from Guatney Chevrolet today. You don't need to wait. It's a beautiful day to get on the lot, DJ. What a great weather day to go walk the lot. We talk about spring cleaning. How about bringing something new home?
A little
put it
test
in your garage.
drive, windows down. Oh, come on.
Equinox, yep. Blazer, They got all the different options on SUVs. And if you want a new Chevy Trailblazer, Guatney Chevrolet is the place to go. They are the largest dealer also of Chevy Trax, as well as Trailblazers in the state of Arkansas. Guatney's also got some different color scheme options. We've been talking a lot about what they have as options on the tracks, but you're going to find what you want. They've got great selection. And look, there was a period of time where that wasn't the case, but, man, they've got something for everyone. And that was the thing that James has been promoting is they've got a little bit of everything, and it's been a while since they've had basically every model that you would want on the lot. So just pop out there, find what you need. Also great pre-owned options as well. It's all at Guatney Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You can do a little pre-shopping if you're into it. Want to get a little head start on your shopping. So you're like, I want this one. This one I saw on GuatneyChevrolet.com. So that way it makes your trip. We're talking about efficiency this week with shooters.
Gotta be efficient.
Might as well be an
Don't waste
efficient
no
shop.
time.
You got work to do. Time is money, baby. Time is money. All right, we'll be taking a break here. We're at Simmons Bank Arena, sitting outside. If you can't tell by the guys working across the street blowing the grass off the sidewalk.
It's a little windy to blow glass or use that today.
Regional Recycling. Regional Recycling. Bring your corded items to the lot on Washington Avenue until 2 o'clock today, 7 to 2 tomorrow.
Fellas, if you've been feeling tired and grumpy, noticed a lack of motivation and drive, you may have low T. Low testosterone levels can cause weight gain, loss of muscle mass, and so much more. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I got my levels tested. They make it quick, it's easy to get your levels checked, and it's only $25. And with their on-site lab, you'll get results back in about 25 minutes. Most insurance is accepted for treatment. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it on the steering wheel or peeks down at it for a glance? Or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough already. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
When you're rolling Charmin, don't you know I'm the party? It's most so really back in everybody. It's our party, right?
Charmin Ultra Soft is irresistibly soft and more absorbent, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
We see them every day. People driving using their phones. There's a sneak-a-peeker or the fast scroller who can quickly become the fender bender. The got-a-ticketer or the driver who killed someone. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers. When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
We see them every day. People driving using their phones. The sneak-a-peeker or the fast scroller who can quickly become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, or the driver who killed someone. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Tackle your outdoor projects with Greenway Equipment's Lawn Patrol Package. Handling is effortless with the John Deere 1023E's twin touch foot controls with a hydrostatic transmission and four-wheel drive with power steering. The 60D Drive Over Auto Connect belly mower makes mowing easy, and the 120R Quick Park Loader is perfect for dirt moving and mulching projects. With 0% APR for 84 months and a 6-year powertrain warranty, it's a deal you can't miss. For more information, head to your local Greenway or visit gogreenway.com with approved credit. See dealer for details.
It's hard. The #1 midday sports talk show in Arkansas.
What can you expect when you're on top, you know? It's like Napoleon. He was the king. You know, people were just constantly trying to conquer, you know, in the Roman Empire. So it's history repeating itself all over again.
Now, let's see if Justin Acree and DJ Williams can keep living up to the lofty expectations on the Zone.
All right, welcome back in. We want to make sure we give you a message before we kind of get things cranked back up. Our friends at Arkansas State Police. Really, this time of year, we want to make sure people really put their phones down when they're on the roads and they're driving. Distracted driving, one of the leading causes on the road rage, leading to so many fatalities, impacting so many people's lives. I know people kind of get into the, you know, don't drink and drive, do all this, but your phone is sometimes the biggest thing that causes so many wrecks out on the road. So they have a message for everybody. Put your phone away or you're going to pay. We could list the numbers all day long, but it's just as simple as making sure if you get a text, if you really need to check it, just try to find time to maybe pull over. Check it once you come to a complete stop. If you have someone in the car with you, have them look at your phone. Tell them your password so they can read exactly what you need. Or if your phone's connected to your car, use the cell phone instead of text messaging. Please be one of those people out on the road who are going to consider others. And please understand the impact that one bad mistake could change your life forever, not just yours, but people around you. Don't text and drive. Put your phones down, distracted driving. Or if you're in Justin's case, wait to do your makeup when your car is parked outside.
That's right.
And not inside the vehicle.
Very good, buddy. Listen,
Justin, you're always trying to, you know, get the shine off your forehead.
Buddy, your
you know
eyeliner's
I mean?
not going to put itself on,
It's
but you got to
not
wait
gonna
till you
do it.
park. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're here at the recycling event at Simmons Bank Arena. Washington Avenue is where we're located, right outside the front of the arena. Come by and anything with a cord, desktops, laptops, tablets, monitors, video game consoles. Your kid made you mad? Bring that PlayStation over here.
Ooh,
Servers,
that'll do
keyboards, hard drives, UPS systems, all of it. Old TVs and DVD players. You got any DVD players in your house?
I do.
I do not.
Blu-ray.
You got a VCR?
Yes.
Do not.
Yes.
You got some cameras and radios, stereos, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, bring all that over here. They will recycle it for you. Keep it out of the landfill. Be a good citizen. Be a good citizen. Bring it on over.
Yeah.
Say hello. And if you want to bring us a bite to eat, I'll take it too.
What do you want?
What?
I mean, I'm sure if we ask, what do you want?
I don't know. Let's see what people show up with.
I've never had canes. Think somebody can bring that over?
You're crazy.
Never had it.
That's insane.
Is it good?
It's awesome.
I don't know.
Crawfish season is finally back at Eat My Catfish. We've got fresh, live crawfish, and all you have to do is just add the fixins. Be sure to come see us or order online at eatmycatfish.com. Eat local, eat fresh, eat my catfish.
Connor has cash. Once again, Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon, or he will buy your entire collection. Once again, Connor has cash, and he wants to buy your used weapons at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack, Highway 65 North in Conway.
It's time to bring legendary Kubota reliability to your hayfield. Heavy-duty balers, disc mower conditioners, rakes, tedders, and wrappers to fit your specific crop and condition. Match them up with one of Kubota's ag tractors. The M7 line ranges in horsepower from 128 to 168 with premium hydraulics and multiple transmission options to finish any job. Hennard Foothills Equipment, South Main Street in Searcy. Your hometown Kubota dealer no matter where you live. 501-268-1987.
Slim Chickens of Central Arkansas presents Rollin' with Nolan on Drive Time Sports with Randy Rainwater and Rick Schaefer every Thursday at 6 on 103.7 The Buzz.
No matter what you do,
Oh, you were finished.
we can't be stopped.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
103.7 The Buzz.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
Voters across Arkansas returned to the polls today to decide the outcome of several runoff elections. They include the Pine Bluff mayor race, state house runoffs for Democrats in districts 35 and 63, and a Republican runoff in District 88, and a Pulaski County Justice of the Peace race. Anyone who casts a ballot in the primary for one of those House seats can vote today, but they must vote in the same party primary. Governor Sanders announced the expansion of her school voucher program in Arkansas. The eligibility pool for vouchers has expanded to include children of veterans, military reserve members, first responders, and law enforcement officers. Also, students from D-rated schools join those in F-rated or level 5 districts in being able to apply. More than 5,400 families applied for what they call education freedom accounts during the last school year. Starting 1 year from now, all Arkansas students will be eligible for that assistance. From the Channel 7 newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
For interior, exterior, commercial, and residential painting, hire the pros at Serta Pro Painters. Get your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Serta with a C.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
Still warm and windy today. Behind a few morning showers, we'll see clearing skies and a high of 75. Cooler tonight as we drop to 44. Sunshine back for Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the 60s. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJ spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
This is Pat Bradley for Brewskis. Everybody thinks about Brewskis for watching sports or having a great night out. But what about Brewskis for lunch? Both locations open at 11 a.m. 7 days a week with all your pub grub favorites. Friendly service, kitchen all-stars are ready to serve you. Or, if you're not in a hurry, have a couple cold ones. Happy hour starts at 11 a.m. too. Brewskis, you're home for lunch, happy hour, and late night now with 2 locations, downtown Little Rock and the brand new location in Lakewood Village, North Little Rock.
This is the Pigskin Preacher bringing you the word. The psalmist writes, "The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. There is no speech or language where their voice is not heard." You'll see this for yourself on April the 8th, 2024, as Arkansas is right in the path to see the solar eclipse. See it safely by picking up officially licensed eclipse glasses at Doublebee's. $5 for one pair or $20 for 5. Every one of Doublebee's 34 locations across Arkansas will carry these glasses. Doublebee's is your one-stop eclipse shop because Doublebee's is where you gas it, grab it, watch the eclipse, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Make this summer one to remember by stopping by Arch Marine in North Little Rock. Arch is all about creating fun on our lakes and rivers. You have to come by and see the new 2024 G3 Tri-Tunes, the hottest and coolest ride out there. We're easy to find. Take the exit.
Hey everyone, this is Heather Baker, president and publisher of AY Media Group here in Arkansas. We publish two of the biggest and most widely read magazines in the entire state, AY Magazine and Arkansas Money and Politics. At AY and Arkansas Money and Politics, we keep you up to date on all the news you need to know and the stories you want to hear. Visit us online at aymag.com and armoneyandpolitics.com to see for yourself. Now, more than ever, it is important to be mindful of where you get your news and support your local businesses. With AY Media Group, you get the best of both worlds.
The future of medicine is here at QC Kinetics. Hey, everybody, it's RJ Hawk. You know, I've been talking about this for a long time, and I say the future's here. You just haven't tried it yet. If you've got achy joints that have been nagging you for a long time, don't go to a doctor and have them recommend surgery or drugs. Go by and give QC Kinetics a try today for a free consultation. They are the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. It's called regenerative medicine. If your joint pain is keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call QC Kinetics now. We're talking natural biologics using your own body's power to repair and restore your damaged tissue. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of National Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup. He is a pioneer in the field with 20 years of clinical work, tons of research, teaching, and publishing. Call QC Kinetics now to learn about these exciting options. It's a free consultation. 501-222-8440. 501-222-8440. That's 501-222-8440.
Hi, I'm Rick Pennington of Lions Drug. We have great news. Generic Cialis is now available at a huge savings. We have Tadalafil, the FDA-approved generic of Cialis, in a 20-milligram tablet at a savings of up to 80%. We have the 5-milligram daily tablets for less than $3 a pill. Lions Drug continues to be your go-to pharmacy for men's health. What are you waiting for? Call us today at 844-676-2247 or go to our website at lionsdrug.com.
Get the inside scoop from the Hill each Tuesday when Arkansas second baseman Peyton Stovall joins the mayhem. Peyton Stovall on 103.7 The Buzz is made possible by Homer's Ace Hardware. Need help? Ask Homer at any of the locations, Searcy, BB, or Cabot. You ready?
Let's go. You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Egri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
10%, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot. You know, the other coaches are kind of working on those scouting reports, and we'll go back over them this afternoon. But you know, I follow their scores. They've had a lot of games. There's been a lot of runs scored. Sometimes they did, sometimes the other team. I mean, when it's a in-state school, it's kind of throw the records out a lot of times. They're gonna give us all we want.
Sure, Dave. Welcome back in the zone. We are live at the regional recycling event. And again, you've got recyclable electronics. Bring them here. We will be happy to take them. And we're going to hear more from Dave Van Horn in a minute. It's Arkansas State and Arkansas and Fayetteville today. I'm not worried about the records of the teams. I'm not worried about Arkansas's home winning streak. What I'm worried about is Fisher starting for Arkansas.
The big tuna?
Yeah, and that's all I need to know. And they're also going to throw Bybee a little bit today, too, and they may try to work in Dylan Carter. That's all I need to know about Arkansas. Sorry, Arkansas State. It's going to be an uphill climb in Fayetteville, as if it was going to be tough anyway. This might be the best midweek starters Arkansas's had since I've been covering the team.
I mean, their whole staff is just
sick. Sickening.
Can you think of anyone that's been better?
When you look top to bottom, I mean, the complete group, pretty tough.
Yeah.
Let's talk to an Arkansas grad, Craig Douglas, joining us here, the executive director of the regional recycling. And you've been around Razorback sports a long time. When's the last time you saw a pitching staff this complete?
These guys are amazing. You know, when they go in that windup and they throw that thing, first of all, I can't see the ball. Secondly, you know, all I see is a bat swinging and nothing comes off of it.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, it could be a special year. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, not to get ahead of myself, and I don't want to jinx anything, but I don't believe in that kind of crap anyway.
Me neither.
Started looking at Omaha.
Yeah.
I started looking at places to stay in Omaha.
I already told you I already put my money on them, like, 3 weeks ago? To win the
all.
whole
Yeah,
thing?
You sure did.
Let's go for it. Whatever.
Anyway, before we get back to Razorback stuff, Craig, let's talk about a couple things we didn't touch on. You were talking about natural resources and what it takes to actually work on or, I guess, recycle Is it not to recycle, but when they go to the landfill?
Yeah.
Some of these recyclables, they're not being recycled?
Yeah, when we're talking about computers, whether it's a laptop or a desktop or a tablet, when you're talking about a computer, the important thing to know, really two things. Number one, it contains toxic waste, lead, mercury. It should not go in a landfill because it's going to end up in groundwater. The second thing to know is if we can recycle that computer, we're going to save some natural resources. Here's an example. It takes 1.5 tons of water to manufacture one computer with a monitor.
Wow.
So when you recycle that computer and they refurbish it and we can resell it at a discount for those who can't afford a new one, you're not only saving toxic waste out of the landfill, you're saving water. You're saving chemicals. You're saving other natural resources that it takes to make a new one. Now, I'm all for manufacturing and increasing manufacturing, and that's going to continue. But what we can do for sustainability is make sure we recycle more what is called electronic waste, but it's not waste at all because it is recyclable, reusable. And that's part of the overall sustainability that we're after.
Do you go by weight, or I know what kind of day you had here on an
No,
event?
we go by weight.
What's a good haul?
Weight. We will do in 2 days. We'll do about 60 tons.
That's insane.
In the last 15 years or so, our district alone, which is Pulaski County only, we have recycled and kept out of landfill over 4,500 tons of electronics. We want to increase that number, and the next 2 days, today until 2 o'clock, tomorrow from 7 a.m. till 2, the public can help us increase that number by getting rid of computers, smartphones, servers, monitors, and a complete list, which is on our e-waste website, which is recyclingunplugged.com. You can also recycle electronics at our green stations. You can find the locations of those. I'm going to give you another site, mydoright.com.
Yep. And people had asked, too, about being a Pulaski County resident versus if you're coming in from maybe, White County, Lonoke County, whatever. This is geared toward or directed towards Pulaski County residents.
Our district is Pulaski County only. We would prefer to take care of our constituents first, which are residents and businesses in Pulaski County. If someone shows up from Cabot, come
talk to them a little bit.
Do you have, I assume you've got colleagues in other communities that are doing this as well?
We do. There are 18 solid waste management districts in the state, and many of them do recycling events such as this. But we like to think we do it a little bit better because we promote it. We encourage it, and we tell people why it is important. And I think when people buy into that, they're more apt to recycle rather than throw old electronics in the trash where they do not belong because they end up in the landfill.
Right. We don't like that. Till 2 o'clock today, come by and see us and recycle your old electronics, and from 7 o'clock until 2 o'clock tomorrow as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thanks for having us. We're going to do a couple Razorback-related items.
All right.
And,
thank you, Justin.
Yeah,
DJ,
appreciate you.
thank you.
Thanks for having us. All right, let's get to a little red-white report. Talked about a little bit. Razorbacks playing Arkansas State today, or A-State as they prefer to be called. Do you call it Arkansas State?
Yeah.
Or A-State?
I'd say A-State.
for short.
What do they prefer?
They don't like ASU anymore, I don't think. It's
Why
like
not?
Little Rock. They like to be called Little Rock. Remember talking about that?
Sure. That's what you want.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You want to be called Clay? I call you Clay. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Mr.
Little
Ali.
Rock. Where do you go to school? Little Rock. I'd be like, what high school?
Nice.
So, yeah, where are you going? Central Hall? What is it?
DJ's a liar.
Mills?
Whenever he introduced himself, hi, DJ Williams. I went to the University of Arkansas, Fayetteville.
Oh,
UAF, baby.
no,
Let's go, UAF.
I do not add to Fayetteville. Arkansas is all you need.
UAF. All right, here we go. Let's see. We got DVH talking about Will McIntyre. So the big funny story over the weekend was Will wrote himself in as available on Saturday's game, the third game of the series with LSU. Good thing he did because he came in and helped out in a close victory for Arkansas. Coach Van Horn expounded on that yesterday at the Swatters Club, which is, I said yesterday, once a week. It's once a month.
I knew it was something off about it. I didn't know.
There's a guy named Will McIntyre. He's not bad either. He's had a really good start. I mean, Will's amazing. And everybody's, hey, what's that about Will writing the name on the lineup card? Well, it's true. I mean, I'm not just telling stories. Basically, what went down there was, he threw 62, 63 pitches on Thursday night out of the bullpen. And then, obviously we didn't pitch him the next day on Friday. So here it is Saturday. And so when I get to the office early in the morning, whatever, I write down the big lineup card first that the players see or that we work off in the dugout. Then you have a little lineup that you take to home plate, and other coaches have that. But the big lineup, I write it in, I put it on the board. So right when they walk in, we have a door where the players come in. They could go look on the board. I try to get it up there, pretty early. And so I didn't put his name, to spot if I'm left-handed pitchers, right-handed pitcher. I didn't write him in. So I'm talking to Coach Hobbs in the coach's locker room, getting ready to go out on the field a couple hours later for pregame batting practice and all that. And we were talking about how we were going to handle the game and, this guy and that situation like we do every day. And I just said, yeah, by the way, I didn't put McIntyre. I didn't write him in. He said, well, he wrote himself in.
He did indeed. All right, let's get Patrick Bradley on, and we'll visit with him about the tournament thus far, including the women's side of things. Last night, stellar offensive hoops being played, and a little more stellar by Iowa.
Pat Bradley in the Zone is brought to you by River City Flooring.
Bradley off the screen for three. He got a miss. He's been terrific in his first half.
River City Flooring. The only thing better than their selection is their service. Visit rivercityflooringinc.com. rivercityflooringinc.com.
Okay, let's do that. Hello, Patrick. What's up?
Hello.
There he is.
You gotta be happy with Iowa. Look at you. Look at the Iowans.
Are you a default Iowa fan because you're an Iowa State fan?
No,
that's
you're
not how
supposed
that
to
works.
hate Iowa.
But you give them a pass and
yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I like Caitlin Clark. I like the team. I like the coach. Their coach did something you don't see very often. Their coach went from Drake to Iowa. It's not something you see often. It'd be like somebody going from Little Rock, like if Darrell Walker got hired at Arkansas when Muss leaves, that kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It's big.
It'd be a little different.
Big
though,
step up.
Coach Walker went there, but
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Big step up.
Yeah, obviously.
Drake just had them a heck of a year too. Their coach,
Their coach left for West Virginia.
Took his son.
Yeah.
Yeah, took his son with him. DeVries,
I believe, but regardless, he's gone.
Pat, you watch. Yes, you clearly watched the game last night in Iowa. I got in a big debate today about the way that these teams try to guard Caitlin Clark, and my people at work were just trying to keep on telling me they played good defense on her. They're in a drop coverage, and I'm saying, well, what are you talking about good defense? She had 41 points, and why are you playing her like that? Don't you feel like a post player probably needs to help out on that screen instead of dropping back into the paint playing against Caitlin Clark?
I mean, yeah. So you're probably talking about some, if they go under the screen or over the screen and somebody helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably. So, just watching, the shots that she struggles with, believe it or not, are those mid-range contested shots. And, players obviously today don't practice those. So those are the ones that, I guess if you go back and watch, she can attack the basket and she can finish at the rim if, uncontested. But yeah, those are the ones that you want her to take, run her off the 3-point line, obviously. And then see if she can make those contested mid-range type twos. So yes, DJ, I agree with you, brother.
Pat, did Bluter outcoach Mulkey last night? I just thought with their length and athleticism, they did not utilize it very well. I didn't think they had a very good plan defensively early. They were letting players run to the basket. There was nobody around defensively. They were getting wide open layups. It just seemed like LSU was completely lost a little bit on the defensive end early. Now they came back and obviously got back in it before the end of the half, but then Iowa went crazy in the third quarter. But I mean, I didn't think they had a very good plan out of the gate.
Yeah, and then obviously I think the final score was like 94-87, something like that. So it seemed like they scored enough points, but I don't know. I think it was like the third quarter because it was tied at halftime, but it seemed like the third quarter they were getting shots that they looked uncomfortable. They were the kind of shots they were getting.
Yeah,
it just looked. You know what I mean? They just, and I didn't watch a ton of their games, but it was just looked like low percentage 2-point jump shots to me, and they didn't finish at the rim. I don't know if you guys saw that too. It was like they were getting to the rim, but they weren't finishing there. And so, it was a combination of it. I think the one thing probably moving forward, if you're playing Iowa, it's like, okay, Caitlin Clark's going to get, 35, right? 30, 35. She's going to get 30 to 40.
Right.
How do you keep her other three teammates from getting 20 and 25? So, that's the challenge is her other teammates going to be able to do that? I don't know. I you had, I think last night they were saying that you had a girl that averaged 11 points a game during the regular season. She gets 21. She gets 25.
21, yeah, Martin.
21.
Yep.
So, and I said this, this is the men's game, the women's game, it doesn't matter. It's like, for you to advance and move forward to any championship, you have to have somebody. Like, who else is going to step up and give you a little bit more than they have during the regular season?
Do you think
we see it even like Alabama?
Yeah. Do you think Iowa can give South Carolina a game if they make the final? Assuming they beat NC State, of course.
Yeah, the crazy thing about South Carolina is like they don't have. They weren't projected to be in this position. Like, they don't have that, each one of these teams has that one player, whether it's Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers. Admittedly, I don't know anything about NC State's team, but South Carolina lost a bunch of players. For them to be undefeated right now, I think that's pretty unexpected. So, yeah, I mean, think about this. Tennessee's coach just got fired, right? Kelly Harper.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember how they lost in the SEC tournament to South Carolina?
Yeah, as a player that hadn't made a three all year, made a three.
3 all year. So it's just so wild. So it reminds me of the NC State men's coach right now, Kevin Keats. This dude might have been, there was 17 and 14 or whatever it was. They lost 7 of their last 9 in the regular season. This dude might have been given his walking papers, right?
Yeah.
Instead of giving his walking papers, they just won 9 elimination games in a row. So it's I don't know, tournament basketball is a different animal, I guess is what I'm saying.
No doubt. Pat Bradley joining us. Thanks to our friends at River City Flooring. They're online at rivercityflooringinc.com for any home improvement project. They're the place to call. PB, let's talk about the men's tournament. And, how about this? We got 2 doubles in here, right? NC State and UConn got both teams in the finals. I mean, the men get to go to Phoenix where all the lines are appropriately measured. And, of course, the women are going to Cleveland where we hope that all the lines are appropriate. But anyway, it should be great. What do you think about the men's side? Yeah?
Remember Joe Kim Noah? Nobody wants to go to Cleveland.
We played that clip earlier.
Nobody ever said
it's a classic.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, and, poor Iowa. They get the Albany-Cleveland combo meal. So, I mean, there are certainly worse places to go, and they're happy to be in the Final Four even if it's on the moon, but still. All right, so tell me about the matchups on the men's side. Is UConn going to lose, or are they just going to smoke everybody? And then also, I hate to ask combo questions, but what kind of shot you give NC State against Purdue?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm staring right now at a poster of Rocky Balboa, and I think UConn is, it's Ivan Drago. It's like they haven't lost. They've been beating people by double-digit, since last tournament. So, the question is, Alabama is like a Rocky Balboa. Like, if they, the machine, they hit you, and if they can hit the Russian, the big guy, and they can cut him, and they feel like, okay, this is a man, not a machine, and because Alabama can score quickly. They can go on a 10-0 run in a minute and a half. Now, maybe they can hurt UConn just enough to put them on their heels. Now, the question is, though, can they start off foul trouble? They're big guys. Because UConn, from top to bottom, they have, everything you want. They've got physicality. They've got depth. They can shoot it. So, that's going to be a tall task.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. And I think I was just going to say, I think Zach Edey has been the most dominant player I've seen in college basketball this year. In basketball this year, he's like Shaq. It's like, so you got the immovable man versus the dominable team, which is UConn, and those are the two that I think are going to play against each other, and I think UConn ends up winning it all.
Okay. What was I going to ask you about? What do you think? What do you think about the big man for NC State? Any shot for him to be effective against Edey?
The only issue is, I love DJ Burns. Love him. I haven't seen him make a shot outside of like 10 feet. So, I don't know how that dynamic's going to work. Like, how do you're going to pull Zach Edey out? And Edey's, the dude, I'll say this. He can draw fouls on you. He goes to the free throw line like 12 times a game, but he doesn't foul a lot. So, he just stands there straight with his hands up.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, go ahead. Make a shot. Go ahead. And I think big fella DJ Burns took, Duke's Filipowski. He took him to a clinic.
He sure did.
But I don't know. I think Zach Edey may be a little bit too smart to get out of position. I don't know. Maybe DJ. It's going to be a fun matchup because I just don't see him being able to stand outside and bring Edey out to the 3-point line, or make him move too much.
That's a great point. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, if they can somehow get him in foul trouble. I know. Here's the thing. I think it'll be a point of contention, though, Pat. That's the one advantage I give NC State is because Tennessee fans were crying so hard about the foul disparity, which, again, I watched the game. I didn't think it was poorly officiated at all. Maybe there were a couple calls missed, but I thought in general it was fine. But I think that'll be a point of contention for the officials to anything that looks like a foul with Edey because he gets away with so much because of his length. They might be a little more cognizant of that. So maybe NC State will get a little bit of a mental advantage, Pat, that you're always talking about. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing for me with Purdue is like those guards. You got the kid Braden Smith, lawyer, and even number 55. I think is it Lance Smith or something like that. The other kid, 55, does a good job. I think those guys are key because if you can't, so I always said, Zach Edey, he's so big, does a good job of getting position in the post. Like, they'll use him a high ball screen. He'll dive to the basket, all that stuff. But like, if you can pressure those guards enough, right? Like, get in their face, pressure them, make their pass difficult, all that. That's important.
Yeah.
Those guards, they do a heck of a job finding him and getting him the ball. And he's a big target, yes. But I think those guards are key. So if NC State, if they can affect them, the perimeter players from getting him the ball, that could be somewhat of a key as well. Because once he gets it, I mean, you're done.
Yeah.
Like he's just he's shown that he can do a lot, get good footwork. So
yeah. Pat, let me move.
I mean, it's amazing to think that a 16, a 1 seed again loses to a 16 seed and then comes back and wins the national championship. It's just wild.
We've only seen it one other time, right? I mean, we saw Virginia do it, so maybe Purdue can repeat the feat. We'll see. Pat Bradley on the Brandon Moving and Storage Hotline. Thanks to our friends at River City Flooring. Got to ask you about Muss, Pat. There's a lot of smoke around Muss, and now that the USC job's open, that's a place that a lot of people think there might be something to that. And then Hunter Yurachek was on a podcast and admitted yesterday that, this video he put out that was a recycle of a previous Muss Bus video they put out was not approved by Musselman, and he had to say, he's our coach today. He might not be tomorrow, but he is today. If Musselman takes a job at USC, there is a whole crate of eggs on Hunter Yurachek's face. And I can't believe he put this video out without talking to Coach and feeling pretty confident that he was sticking around.
That it was his media team that helped him with this.
Yeah, his media team should be fired. They got all kinds of PR media issues up there. I'm serious. They should hire me to handle their PR and their media.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. What are we doing? I'd have been like, absolutely no, we're not doing that. Absolutely no, you're not shutting down your Twitter, Coach Pittman. I mean, there's so many things that are just obvious. What are we doing?
What are
DJ,
we doing?
what are we doing?
Put it on a shirt.
Pat, help me out here. Is this crazy talk? What are we doing?
I mean, do you guys think though it's like social media? You can read into so many things. How many stories do we hear about where like, it could be like a professional athlete. Somebody notices, well, they unfollowed certain team person. That means that they're not going to re-sign or they're going to get traded. Or so we definitely read into social media stuff probably a little too deep. I don't know. Maybe how about this? Maybe Coach Muss, because he's so active on social media. Twitter more, but I mean, I don't know if he does Instagram as much as he does Twitter and all that, or TikTok or anything. I'm basically just on Twitter, but maybe he's taking a break. You guys buy that?
Taking a break from social media? No. He's shopping around and trying to figure out if there's a better option for him. And
I don't know what he's doing, but I know what Hunter should be doing.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Well.
That's a good point.
I just don't get it.
I think probably for Hunter, though, the silence for the fan base was deafening. It was, I mean, because even before he put that out, I mean, there was people talking about, because Coach Muss is so he always puts stuff out. I mean, I think he retweeted when the kid, the transfer kid, Josh Cohen, committed. I saw that he retweeted that, but there was no, usually would put out his, bring the kid in and they would, I don't know, mimic some sort of a, basketball picture or something, a photo. He didn't do that, but I don't know. I don't know why he would want to go to USC. I mean, Andy Enfield just leaves USC to go to SMU. USC's open, but I don't think that's a great job, personally. I mean, believe me, I've been to Southern California, and you guys have too. Beautiful, it's a beautiful place, but and you can, I mean, can you win there? Sure, but I don't know anything about their facilities and all that. Now, I do know, maybe, if you want to be on the West Coast, I mean, there's going to be plenty of opportunities if Coach Muss wants to. He's a great coach.
Yep.
He's a great coach.
So you got no insight, is what you're telling me. You don't know that he's getting
put
hired.
this guy on the surface of the moon.
You haven't gotten a secret email from the SEC network saying, by the way, Muss is on the move. Just be prepared.
No, I haven't. I told you I talked to him. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks. And, I asked because he's not going to tell me. I was like, hey, are you going to stay? He's like, oh, I'm staying.
Pat, that's like asking a drunk friend if he thinks he's an alcoholic. You're not going to get the answer. Forget it.
No, of course.
Hey, buddy.
But
you think getting wasted every night might indicate that you have a drinking problem? No, man, I'm fine. I got a hold of it. No problem. Yeah, sure you do. Great story.
I got it figured out.
Yeah, I'm good at it. Look at me.
Really good.
Anyway, yeah. All right. Well, listen, it'll all shake out. It'll all shake out. I imagine there'll be an announcement this week on what USC is going to do. Anyway.
Yes. I think, typically the Final Four weekend is when, a lot of the movement of coaches happens and things get finalized.
Yeah.
It's just because, all the meetings go down there and everything.
Right.
So.
And I'm with you. I don't think USC is like a great job, but I do know private schools in L.A. have a lot of money. More so than Arkansas probably does on hand. So that's the thing. Money talks and Bologna walks and all the old sayings that you like to hear or don't in this case. So anyway.
Yeah, and if that's if that's kind of the area of the country that he wants to be in, that's fine. I don't know. Like I said, I think personally he likes being in Fayetteville. I think his wife does. She's doing great things up there, fundraisers and everything. His kids like to be there. So I from what I understand, he's got all the resources that he needs. So, and he enjoys it.
Yeah.
So, I think Hunter and the university are doing everything that they should be doing and need to be doing to keep him.
I hope that's true. All right, PB. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks to River City Flooring, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, boys.
So start thinking about who the next coach will be because Muss is going to be gone. We talk next Tuesday. All right. Thanks, bro. See you, buddy. Bye. All right, let's hit a timeout. It's 11:35. You're in the zone. We're live over here at the Regional Recycling event. Again, let me mention one more time, DJ, if I might.
Yeah, let's hear
They're going to go until 2 o'clock today.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go 7 until 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Old microwaves, ovens. Remember, bring your oven over here and drop it off? That's serious business. Coffee makers, two-way radios, copiers. Basically anything with a cord or anything with a battery that can be recycled. Bring it on, folks. Don't let it end up in the landfill. No. Fax machines, stuff you don't even use anymore. I mean, DJ's the only guy I know that still has a DVD player and a VCR, for God's sake.
It's the only thing I can watch my 3D version of Avatar on my TV.
That's sweet.
I wear the little goggles and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoop.
It's a big deal.
Nerd alert.
I own it.
I respect it.
I own it.
I actually like to kind of see that.
You want to see it? Yeah,
that'd be cool.
we'll do it Friday at brunch.
I dig that. Why not?
All right.
I'll watch a little bit of that. It's cool. Woo! Big blue people in 3D.
That's right.
I dig it.
Good.
All right, let's take a timeout. As we do so, I want to remind you, listen, we had the Derby last weekend, but Oaklawn's going until first Saturday in May, baby. Woo! Kentucky Derby Saturday. So you know the racing's going on for another month plus.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we have Thursday racing, right, on Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
But we're into April now. We got Thursday racing this month.
The big one's going to be Monday. You got the Eclipse out there, too.
Oh!
$20. You get a chance to win a car.
Yep.
Infield's open.
Yeah.
Could be a cloudy day, though. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, they're talking about clouds and rain and such.
Oh.
But it's still going to get dark. That'll be neato.
Yeah, it'll still be dark.
Let me see. April, yes, we do have Thursday racing this Thursday. And they have racing on Sunday. They weren't originally going to, but in honor of my birthday, they're going to have racing on Sunday as well. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and then no Thursday racing again for the rest of the season. But we do have racing on the 7th, so get over there and take advantage of it. 4-day race weekend, and again, in the casino, obviously, there's lots of ways to have fun. And Oaklawn.com for general information. Got a couple concerts this weekend. My buddy called me yesterday. He's like, you going to Better Than Ezra Sunday?
You going?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of people are, and I saw them before. They're great.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of music?
It's rock, like 90s rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they play the song Good. You know that song? Chris,
Yeah.
Can you cue that up into the break?
Yeah.
You'd know it if you heard it, I bet.
Yeah. How'd you know I was lying?
Yeah, because
You
I
could
can
tell?
tell. Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah.
Huh.
I would not be. I wouldn't be the one you'd want to hang out with if you're trying to tell fibs.
Cool.
Because you can't game recognize game, DJ. Are
You
familiar
watch?
with that term?
You ever watch Poker Face?
I know the
with
song, though, by Lady Gaga.
The redhead from American Pie and The Orange Is the New Black, where she can tell if somebody's lying or not.
Huh.
So, it's a great show.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, there it is. Crank it up a little bit. This is better than Ezra's biggest hit, only hit. Good. It's the only song that charted, but they got a lot of good songs, I'm told.
Give me a second. I think I've heard that bass line before. Slapping the bass. Yeah, slapping the bass, man. Let's hear it. Come on. There it is. Slapping the bass. No, I haven't heard it.
You don't know the song?
No.
Huh. It's a good song.
Okay.
Anyway, Oaklawn's the spot, okay? And if you can't make it down for the race this week, bet.oaklawn.com. Get your Oaklawn Anywhere account set up. Oaklawn Sports for all your wagering options. You got Final Four men's, Final Four women's. It's all set. Lines are out. I haven't seen the line on the Iowa-UConn game yet. I'm assuming the Hawkeyes.
But it's tight.
I bet Iowa's about a 3-point favorite.
I
What
don't
do
know.
you think?
I think UConn's favorite.
Okay, let's guess. Iowa's favored by 2.5.
Whoa!
How about NC State and South Carolina? I've already told you this one.
South Carolina by what? 8?
11.5.
Okay.
Yep. About the same as the UConn men are favored.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, going to hit a break, 11:39. Go have some fun at Oaklawn. We're back here at Simmons Bank Arena in a second.
Mark your calendars for the 20th annual Double B's Buzzbarbecue, Saturday, May 11th at the Town Riverside RV Park in North Little Rock. Tickets on sale soon.
This is Sports Center.
Arkansas softball picked up a huge series win this weekend when they took on number 3 Georgia. They won the first game 3-2, lost the second one 8-2, and last night they won the rubber match 8-2 thanks to 2 home runs from Hannah Gamble, the second of which was a grand slam that helped seal the victory. The Hogs are now overall on the season 26-9. They're 5-4 in the SEC, and now they return home to take on the Missouri Tigers for a 3-game set Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can catch all of those on the SEC Network. Arkansas baseball is back in action today. They take on the Arkansas State Red Wolves at 6 o'clock. You can catch it right here on 103.7 The Buzz. You can also watch it on the SEC Network Plus. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJs spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
If you are looking for a safe and loving home for you or your loved one, visit Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center. Just 15 minutes from Little Rock and Benton, our skilled nursing staff is dedicated to providing quality long-term care and short-term therapy. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com. You can call Heartland home.
Make this summer one to remember by stopping by Arts Marine in North Little Rock. Arts is all about creating fun on our lakes and rivers. You have to come by and see the new 2024 G3 Tri-Tunes, the hottest and coolest ride out there. We're easy to find. Take the Levy exit.
The numbers are in. And once again, Channel 7's Barry Brandt is Arkansas's most watched meteorologist, with more than twice the viewers of anyone else. And the reason is simple. 36 years of consistently accurate forecasts and dependability in severe weather. A reputation built on experience. Chief Meteorologist Barry Brandt. Arkansas's most watched, most experienced, and most trusted. Weeknights on Channel 7 News at 6 and 10.
Do you need rainwater Holton Sexton? Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888. It really is just that easy. If you've been injured and need help, it doesn't matter where in Arkansas you are. Just dial 888-8888. We'll come to you. I'm Mike Rainwater of Rainwater Holton Sexton. We have been thankfully serving Arkansans for years, and we appreciate the trust you've put in us. We work hard for you, Arkansas, each and every day. Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
You're back in the zone with Emmy Award winner Justin Acree, Mackey Award winner DJ Williams, and Christian Weaver, who has won nothing.
I think we could add one more thing to Christian. Laser rocket cannon arm.
Boom.
Dude's got a cannon. 40 yards on a roof. Never seen anything like it.
Never.
Only Aaron Rodgers and Christian in a league of their own. I want to tell you about Gwatney Chevrolet. What a perfect day to head out to Jacksonville. You can't beat it. There's a nice breeze. The sun is out. A perfect day to test drive a car. They got some good ones for you. You can get that Equinox for under $23,000, under $24,000, that is. Or you can take a little step up, a little bit more space, a little bit more power. Take a step up to that Blazer. Would put that thing, that little truck that came by wouldn't stand a chance.
No, you got a loud truck like that, you need to go trade it in.
Yeah, you go trade it in for one of those Blazers right now. You can get that for $355. The thing looks sharp, and like I said, it has some get up and go, and you can do it in class as well with some nice style. They also got great deals on their tracks. We talked about those for a long time. I think Joe got a little excited when we said cacti green. I've never seen him get all amped up and giddy like a little kid talking about the color of a car. Go check that out. They also have it in fountain blue. They got these new Camaros in the nitro electric yellow color. I'd say they got great deals going on, too. Silverado for 2.9%. You don't need to make a payment for the first 120 days. They're taking care of you. Just head out to Jacksonville, Gwatney Chevrolet off the Gregory Street exit.
1037thebuzz.com is our website. You can sign up for the golf tournament, which is coming up April 15th at Burns Park. Going to be awesome. Excited about it. Cheap, cheap, cheap. It's the cheapest tournament you're going to find. We're going to feed you. We're going to drink you. We're going to fun you. Come get you some. We're going to have a blast. Chuck's like, I don't know what all that means. Sounds cool and weird. Anyway, in addition to that, BuzzBQ is open. There are only a handful of spots, less than 10 for folks who are coming back and did not renew their spots, or maybe we added a few spots. I don't know. I'm not in charge. Terry is, but I do know that we have less than 10 spots available. So if you want to compete in BuzzBQ this year, 1037thebuzz.com, sign up to win prizes. We were talking to Jessica from Townley Pool and Spa yesterday.
Yeah, her
They
husband.
have a great cooking team.
Oh,
and
they don't play
come out,
around?
they kick butt and take names. Now, it's a lot of fun, but it is a competitive thing. Now, we got an average and we got a pro. You want to go average where you're playing for prizes? That's cool. You want to go for pro? You want to play for cash money?
Ooh.
Come get you some.
What would you be?
Pro, obviously. They're
No
ridiculous.
doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. I wouldn't show up out there because I use an electric smoker. I would be laughed off of the tarmac.
They're doing it the real way.
Yeah, they're real.
Okay.
I can't set temperature, keep it at certain temperature.
What's the way? Like mesquite wood or what?
I don't know what kind of wood they use. All I know is any of my jam.
Okay.
I like it easy. I'm a propane gas guy. I'm a electric smoker guy. I ain't trying to. I can make great tasting food on both without any hassle.
What do you on your stovetop? You say you like to cook a lot. What are you, electric stovetop or you gas?
I'm whatever they give me in my apartment right now. I'm electric.
Okay.
I didn't even have gas in my house. They did not have gas run to my home at my old house.
That's tough.
Everything's electric. Yeah, true story.
You didn't have gas at all?
Did not have gas at all. Wild, huh?
That's crazy.
Pleasant Valley?
In my house, yeah. Couldn't get Comcast either.
That's surprising.
Which is fine because I'm a YouTube TV guy.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Anyway, all right, a couple quick things. We're going to hit a break, come back and do game balls, jockstraps. Desperately Wanting by Better Than Ezra. I bet DJ knows it. Desperately Wanting. Is that a song? I don't know that one. DJ looks like Stevie Wonder in his sunglasses, but he's and swaying side by side.
Oh, do I move
Can
a
you
lot?
see?
Do I move a
Yeah, he's
lot?
not blind, though. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see.
This
The
guy
hair's not quite the same.
This
Oh,
guy wants to
I
know why
wish.
it takes Pat so long to get an answer out. But he's Johnny on the spot when he's on TV. That's because that's later in the day. He had a bunch of coffee. He's still waking up.
Yeah, you know what's going on.
Pat spent 3 minutes not answering questions. That is Pat's deal, Paul. Thank you for pointing that out. Most batteries could have 95% of their makeup completely recycled and reused in new batteries. Thank you. That's good to know.
I did ask him a question. I don't know if he answered it.
What?
When he said Pat took 3 minutes to answer a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Sudeikis trolling LSU? I did.
Yeah.
John Cena. Can't see me.
Was he trolling LSU or was he just doing Caitlin's thing?
He
'Cause
was
that was her
trolling
thing.
LSU because they did it back to her last year. Now he's doing it back to them.
I know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It's 100% that. I had to spend my honeymoon in Cleveland. Any place
But Cleveland?
that can set a river on fire not once but twice isn't a place people want to be, says the mayor of Hemp Wallace. Thank you, sir. Was LSU on the court for the anthem last night? What the hell? We already told you about that. She said that they have a time they go in and they didn't know, which is weird because, again, they do hand out the timing sheet before a game. And so you know exactly when the clock's going to buzz. You know when the anthem's going to be. All those things should be scheduled, and they are scheduled.
Well,
And the coaches should have maybe somebody dropped the ball on that.
I'm sure they played the anthem before each game they've played in the tournament, and
Yep.
they were out there, right?
Yeah, I don't think
know.
I don't think it was a protest. And
Yeah,
Kim Mulkey
yeah.
addressed it, and so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit a break. It's 11:48, and I'm going to run inside real quick and just make sure everything's working right here at Simmons Bank Arena. We are recycling.
Is that what it is?
I got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We are recycling here at Simmons Bank Arena. Come by and see us. They're here till 2. Get all your corded items that you don't want anymore. This is the opportunity. Like, man, I wish I'd have done it. I should have had a V8, and I should have brought my corded stuff to work. You know what? Tomorrow, 7 to 2, you can do it as well. We just want to remind you all day today, though, DJ. I'll be back.
What do you do when the power goes out? Well, now you can do anything you want when you purchase a Generac home standby generator from Generator Supercenter of Little Rock. Come visit the experts at Central Arkansas's only generator showroom, located on Chenal Parkway in West Little Rock. We offer a turnkey solution, financing, and 24/7 service. Visit our website for more info at GeneratorSupercenterofLittleRock.com. The standby power people.
Only Saracen Casino gives away a brand new car every month. Not just any cars, but the hottest cars on the road. Like for April, a Porsche 718 Boxster from Gossett Porsche in Memphis. You need to be driving a super cool Porsche Roadster, and you can. It's easy. Just play your favorite casino games and rack up entries, but only at Saracen Casino Resort.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Connor has cash. Once again, Connor has cash at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack in Conway. Connor will buy your used weapon, or he will buy your entire collection. Once again, Connor has cash, and he wants to buy your used weapons at the Pickles Gap Weapon Shack, Highway 65 North in Conway.
Small business owners, we know tackling your to-do list can sometimes feel like going 12 rounds against a heavyweight champ. Except that heavyweight's gloves are made of something hard, like diamonds. So when a new to-do pops up, you're like, I can't. I'm boxing my diamond boxing glove-wearing heavyweight champ of a to-do list. At Progressive, we don't want to make it any harder. That's why we make it easy with over 30 customizable coverage options, so you can finally land a knockout blow. See if you can save on business insurance in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Yep, that's the sounds of all my friends and another great deck party of mine. And what do you not hear? That's right, no mosquito. That's because Sanders Ground Essential provides me with a monthly mosquito barrier spray. Call them at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com.
Rock out with the only American-style sushi experience. Founded on great food and rock and roll.
Rock and roll?
Rock and roll sushi. Deliciously twisted flavors and a rock and roll vibe that'll blow your mind. You're gonna love our made-from-scratch hibachi menu. Chicken, shrimp, filet, or lobster with grilled vegetables and fried rice. Grilled to order VIP style. Rock and roll sushi for lunch or dinner. RockandRollSushi.com.
Now with 5 locations in Central Arkansas.
Can't get enough of us on the radio? Follow us on Twitter at JustinAcre7, at DJ45 Williams, and at CWeaver1037.
This ain't Texas. No hold 'em.
All right, everybody, welcome back in to the Zone. I guess we're almost till the 12 o'clock hour here on the Zone. Justin's inside, Christian. I think do we have Eli coming up? Is Eli about
We
ready?
do. I'm calling now.
Okay, calling Eli Craner. Thanks to our friends at good old Bank Restaurant. Very excited about that. But beautiful day. We are live out here in front of Simmons Bank Arena, where we're asking everybody to please come out and recycle. I'm talking all these electronics. They mostly want your desktop computers, your laptop, cell phones, tablets, old microwaves, anything. It talks about really helping out saving the environment. Huge impacts right here on the natural state. They're going to be here. I need to double check that time, but I know tomorrow, if you can't make it out today from 7 to 2 tomorrow, they're going to be picking up over 60 ton. They're expected to pick up in recyclable items here at Simmons Bank Arena. Beautiful day to do it. Plus, we're going to be here until 1 o'clock. If you just even want to come by and say hi. Justin and I, we're going to be rocking and rolling. But do we have Eli? Is he ready to go?
It's time for Enlightening Candor with Edgar Award-winning author Eli Craner, brought to you by the Old Bank in Russellville. The Old Bank offers an upscale dining experience in downtown Russellville. Between hand-cut prime steaks, BLTs, or their signature lump crab cakes, the Old Bank has something for everyone. Call for a reservation, 479-219-5181.
All right, Eli. Justin just got back. You know, he just couldn't bear missing a segment with you. I'm glad he is back so I can put him on the line again for I still don't have those books you left for me at the station still.
I'm working through them, buddy.
What was that like? Oh, you're working –
Josh has one.
Okay.
And I got the other two. I'm working –
What was that, about 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Well, you ain't got time to read books anyway.
No, you always got time to read a couple pages of book.
You don't have any time? You're busy.
I can get 10 a night. I don't know. What's up, Eli?
What's up, guys? Y'all doing some recycling?
We are recycling today here at Simmons, and it is windy, buddy. We're trying not to get blown away right now. What are you up to?
Yeah. Man, just working a little bit this morning. Played a little basketball with the crew this morning, and we were talking about Iowa. Me and the wifey watched that one last night, and, dude, what a game. That was great. Are you Iowa all the way, Justin?
He's not Iowa all the way. I'm sure he wants Caitlin Clark to do well, right? Are you Iowa all the way, or you think
I'm Iowa State? I told you.
Okay, yeah, he's not going for Iowa.
No, I am rooting for Iowa though.
Yeah. It'd be really cool to see Caitlin Clark cap off her college career.
I'm in it for the story, Eli, more than anything else. You're a story guy. I'm a story guy. That's what we do in this business. Like, I have rooting interest, but I also am a story guy. The story is Caitlin Clark. For her to cap off her career by beating this unbeatable beast of South Carolina in the championship game while going through Paige Beckers in an historic program like UConn will be the ultimate story.
LSU, defending champs, then Paige Beckers, UConn, then oh man,
yeah,
a lot.
You right at the I don't want to call it a wrong, but you got the revenge you wanted against LSU last year after they not only beat you but taunted you. So I mean, yeah, I think it'd be a great story.
Yeah, the script is there.
Eli, I want to know your stats in your pickup game today. How'd that go?
So we played 5. And my team won 3 out of the 5.
Oh,
so
that'll do it.
It was good, yeah. And I'm going to be out of town the rest of this week, and so we had to get it all in today. So we were there for about an hour and a half.
What's your role on your team? Are you the, when we need a bucket, you are calling for the ball? Okay, I don't know.
I was a quarterback, but I'm not a finesse guy, especially when it comes to basketball. I'm a little bit, when I was younger, but never like in high school. So I'm playing basketball. So I'm a rebounder, a defender, maybe a fast break guy, but I'm not a shooter.
Hey, it's
not
all
at all.
good.
My
Hey,
wife
man.
can shoot me out of the gym.
Okay, fair enough. He's not. He's a role player. He's a role player.
Okay, let's talk about books.
Yeah.
We got 3 minutes left. Let's get to books.
Yeah,
What are we talking about today?
I got it. It's not a book. It's not a book today.
Okay.
I think it'll fit into what y'all are doing on cycling stuff and people getting out there in Little Rock. So the publication Arkansas Times, which you probably have seen, like it's all out in the little newsstands and everything. It's a free magazine. Familiar with Arkansas Times? Have you seen Arkansas Times?
Read it a million times. Great job. They do great work.
Yeah. So they asked me a couple of weeks back to write an eclipse-themed short story, and that is out now. It's out in stands. And so the story is called The Gloam. It's just about 4 pages long. So it's a short story, a fictional made-up piece. But the whole idea behind it was that, we're going to have this idea of totality, 4 minutes and 12 seconds where everybody's looking up. And I'm a crime writer, and so I thought if I'm a small-town criminal, that would be a really good window of time to do some small town crime. You're not gonna rob a bank. They're gonna be prepared for that. But this was my idea of something coming. So I really enjoyed it. And those people at the Arkansas Times, Austin Bailey and Jeff, she was great getting it all together. So go grab the Arkansas Times.
Is it available now?
Yeah, it's out now. So out a week ahead of the eclipse.
There you go. Love it. Get yourself in the mood. I'm just praying that we don't have rain and clouds on Monday, buddy. That would be the.
It's looking like that, isn't it?
Well,
that's the last I've heard.
Listen,
What do you see?
if there's one thing I know about meteorologists, God love them all.
Accurate.
They don't know what the hell's going on 6 days from now. I can tell you that right now.
Not at our station. They
No,
know.
nowhere.
Channel 4 knows.
Outside of 3 days or so, I don't trust anything. So let's just wait and see. It could change a lot between now and then.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, listen, I appreciate you.
Fingers crossed.
Thanks, Eli.
Appreciate you. I see you.
All right, buddy. I can't wait to give you that book later on and then you not read it. Next week, I'm going to trash you all day, sir.
For over 20 years, the hottest night spot in Little Rock has been Willie D's Rock and Roll Piano Bar in the River Market. Open Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with cold drinks and a world-class dueling piano show. Deep Ultra Nightclub downstairs hosts karaoke on Tuesdays and DJ spin on Friday and Saturday nights for a fun dance club option on the weekend. Visit WillieD'sPianoBar.com to make a reservation and learn more.
Looking for a way to jumpstart your spring to-do list? Head into All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros to help your car, truck, or SUV recover from the cold winter temperatures with our variety of spring services. From changing your oil and filters to inspecting your tires, All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros experienced mechanics will make sure you're ready for any adventure this spring season throws your way. Visit in-store in Mableville or Woodrock or online at allabouttireandbrake.com to schedule a service today. Tire Pros love the drive.
High school and college baseball are back. Join me, Kevin Bohannon, every Tuesday at 4:30 for Around the Horn on Drive Time Sports. Sponsored by Family Dealerships in Batesville.
The best seats in the game don't always require tickets. Sometimes all you need is a pair of earphones. And 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
Buzz News with Channel 7's Cassandra Webb.
Voters across Arkansas returned to the polls today to decide the outcome of several runoff elections. They include the Pine Bluff mayor race, state house runoffs for Democrats in districts 35 and 63, and a Republican runoff in District 88, and a Pulaski County Justice of the Peace race. Anyone who casts a ballot in the primary for one of those house seats can vote today, but they must vote in the same party primary. Governor Sanders announced the expansion of her school voucher program in Arkansas. The eligibility pool for vouchers has expanded to include children of veterans, military reserve members, first responders, and law enforcement officers. Also, students from D-rated schools join those in F-rated or level 5 districts in being able to apply. More than 5,400 families applied for what they call education freedom accounts during the last school year. Starting 1 year from now, all Arkansas students will be eligible for that assistance. Channel 7 Newsroom, I'm Cassandra Webb.
Hi, I'm Trey Reed from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, inviting you to join me every Wednesday morning for the latest news from the great outdoors. It's brought to you by Arts Marine in North Little Rock, now under new ownership, but with the same familiar faces and incredible service you've known for years, plus the area's best selection of boating parts and supplies.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with Channel 7's Melinda Mayo.
Still warm and windy today. Behind a few morning showers, we'll see clearing skies and a high of 75. Cooler tonight as we drop to 44. Sunshine back for Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the 60s. From the Channel 7 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
There are no ordinary days in Arkansas. Hike to inspire summits, bike on world-class trails, or fish in sparkling waters, or see some of the world's top art collections and explore historic sites dedicated to everything from civil rights to rock and roll. After that, eat some award-winning barbecue and sip a local craft beer. So go on, get out there, and explore what the natural state has to offer. Find out more at arkansas.com.
It's Justin Aker for CertaPro Painters, and if you're like me, this time of the year, I'm spending a lot of time at the house watching basketball games and baseball games, and then I also start looking around the house and noticing some paint on the wall might have cracked, or you might see some scuffs on the wall, and you want to get that updated. If that's the case at your house, you need to get CertaPro Painters on the case today. CertaPro.com, that's Certa with a C. All you have to do is go to their website, and they will come over, give you a free estimate, and you can trust them to get the job done right because they take pride in what they do. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. When it comes to choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Your Oaklawn Thoroughbred racing action so close you can feel it. Visit the view from your trackside luxury suite. However you like it, racing season is off and running at Oaklawn with live races every weekend through May 4th. It's fun by the furlong all season long. Make your reservations today at oaklawn.com. What's your Oaklawn? Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
RJ Hawk here with Chris Roberts from Southern Bank. And Chris, we've talked so much about that hometown feel and what it's like at Southern Bank. But if you're a commercial investor, they need to come talk to you.
We're involved with a lot of customers that have projects across the United States. Those projects can be some of the biggest projects you'd see in your communities. So really, there's no project that's too large for us to look at.
If somebody's interested in learning more about what Southern Bank can do for their commercial investments, how do they get in touch with you?
Yes. Go on and call me at 501-424-0900. Just love to talk to you about your project, see what you've got going on, and see how we can be a help to you.
And you talk about being a help. You really invest into your commercial investors by helping them through the process, looking at things to look out for along the way.
I like to think we can throw things off of each other, listen to different viewpoints, and come to the best decision.
If you want to learn more, go online, bankwithsouthern.com, or call Chris, 424-0900, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a late-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end. The homemade taste of bluebell, and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
St. Louis brought the world gooey butter cake. Now Bluebell brings us gooey butter cake ice cream. A cake batter ice cream with a luscious cream cheese swirl and gooey butter cake pieces. It's the gateway to the best in pints and half gallons.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at all Super One food stores and all Edwards Cash Saver grocery stores.
It's Justin Acree for Coffin by Design West. Shop with the local folks and get exactly what you want. You can also shop from the convenience of your own home by going to kaufmanlumber.com. There's an online store with over 800,000 items in inventory that can be delivered straight to your front door. Items in inventory include everything from hardware to housewares, heating and cooling supplies, lawn and garden tools, sporting goods, store and office supplies, and there's a huge range of products in each area available. So go by their store in West Little Rock at 5900 Chancellor Road, or do your shopping online at kaufmanlumber.com.
Clint Sterner here. Guys, if you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low T. Be sure to schedule your health assessment at Low T Center. For established patients, they offer the convenience of physician-monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatments with an average payment of $150 a month cash pay, including labs and medication. If you need the convenience of at-home treatment, Low T Center makes it easy. Shipping treatments directly to your house. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acree and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10%, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
Oh, we got so much to do this hour, so let's get to it.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Man, it's been a good 2 hours.
It has been
God,
fun.
this show's awesome.
Let me see if I got a couple things here. Mark says on our live fan feedback, I took a glance at this link at USC. First thing that popped up was Musselman not coming, but then there are other things said. Just interesting that he's the first name that popped up. Yeah, well, I think they got to be interested if they are looking for a coach. He likes West Coast. All things good there. So I think you got to consider that as a possibility, don't you?
You would assume.
I would
right?
assume. I do.
At least see what's going on.
We didn't get to game balls and jock straps yesterday, and then I tried to put it on top of Eli there, so we're going to do that at 42-35. 12:42:35.
12:42:35.
Susan Irwin Prowse is going to come here too. I'm going to try to get to it.
Well, she's here. She's coming out.
She's coming here to hang out with us.
No, she's not.
She didn't get blown away. Yes.
Okay.
That pretend country song, "Make It Stop." It's like the new Baby Shark. Which pretend country song?
Talking about Beyonce's.
I like it.
This ain't Texas.
LSU does that every game. It's a protest. Does what? They do not skip the anthem every game.
I don't think they do.
No, that's why it was newsworthy.
Yeah.
Justin, it's my birthday today. A few days ahead of you, says this person from the 501. Well, if you told me your name, I would wish you a happy birthday, but happy birthday. I missed Steve East's birthday yesterday, so if you see Steve East up at UCA, the longtime sports information director, his birthday's on April Fool's Day. Wasn't that funny?
Ooh, that's tough. You see that car try to turn around right there?
No, buddy.
That turn radius was horrible.
Yeah.
Didn't you say the vehicle you driving had
The
good?
Blazer has a great turn radius.
Nice.
You see how I whipped in there?
Yeah, it's so underrated. A good turn radius.
Oh, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to run somebody over that's making you mad in the street.
Oh, zip. Get him.
Coming to get you. If I see a guy throw a cup in the sewer again, he's getting it next time if I'm in the car. All right, let's get to it. We got entertainment birthdays. Christian, we're giving away what today?
Another pair of Friday baseball tickets.
Oh.
Yeah. Molina's pitching. Let's go.
Can't beat it.
661-1037. While we're lining people up for that, let me tell you about distracted driving. Your car may have a great turn radius, but if you're not paying attention, you can wreck that thing with a good turn radius. Pay attention to what's going on. So I don't care if you're scrolling through social media, dumb. If you're driving and checking Facebook and Twitter, that's not very smart, folks. Let's be honest. All right, between 2011 and 2020, more than 32,000 Americans died in vehicles involving distracted drivers. And again, I will say it the way I go. These are underreported numbers. There's no doubt in my mind. How often do you drive distracted? Research shows younger drivers are even more likely to use their phones while driving. And, oh, by the way, they're also the least qualified to drive while distracted. Get it together. My son's good about that. He drives a little too fast, but he doesn't drive distracted. He does a good job of not messing with his phone.
I hate when you pull up and somebody, like, what's going on, and they're just phone all in their face.
I know. Sometimes I'll just drive along people on the interstate when they're on their phone. They're just, like, staring at the phone. I'll just roll up next to them and be like,
wait to look at them.
Give me a eye.
Oh.
Like, what are you doing, dummy? Anyway.
You ever mess up driving and you know it's your fault and the other person's staring you down and you won't look?
Yeah, I look. I'll go, my bad. Sorry, my bad. My bad. I also always wave when people let me in. You got to do all the good things.
Yeah.
Anyway, people make mistakes, but say you're sorry.
Yeah.
And don't make the mistake of distracted driving. That's 100% on you. Be smart. It's a message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office. They'd be happy to give you a ticket, though, if you want one.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
All right, I got some stuff here. I got to fish it out because I had to pin it down because we are windy as hell. My stuff already blew all over the place one time today. All right, here we go. This is just announced, Chris. You're going to love this. Can I get a little heart? You'll never hear me ask for that again. Heart is coming to the arena here at Simmons Bank Arena, Saturday, October 12th. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. The show is October 12th. It's a Saturday at 8 o'clock. Cheap Trick is the special guest. Here's the thing I love, Christian. Guess what it's called? The Royal Flush Tour.
I think my mom likes Heart.
And for someone who likes to call them crappy music, I think a Royal Flush Tour is perfect for me. But they do have a lot of fans. They were the original female-led rock and roll group, really, as far as I know.
I like this song.
Yeah, no, the song's terrible.
You don't like this?
No,
I like the vibe.
Awful. It's terrible. I hate Heart, dude, so much with a passion.
It reminds me, were they on the soundtrack a movie called Sucker Punch? Christian knew to have to do that research.
I saw Sucker Punch.
Is that the Zack Snyder movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember the
It
art
sounds
song.
like a theme from it. All right.
Could be. This would be a good montage song.
Yeah.
If it didn't suck so bad. All right, let's move on to I got some Eclipse notes for next week. For those who are interested, we had Diana on the other day, but I wanted to reiterate this weekend, the party starts Saturday. I anticipate I'll see you this weekend.
What are we doing again?
We're going to see Rodney Block Saturday. You want to go?
Oh, yeah. I love him.
At the amphitheater. Rodney Block and his all-star friends. We're going to go grab a bite to eat somewhere.
Come on.
Downtown the River Market. Then walk over. Shows at 6.
Woo.
Gates at 5.
Okay.
In the amphitheater.
I don't have any plans.
Let's go.
All right.
Sunday is Cons of Format. They that's a band, I guess. And then Ward Davis is the headliner. Gates at 7 on Sunday, and they got music all night. Well, at least until probably 10 or 11. Monday, Gates at 10 a.m. We're going to be live in the River Market on Monday for the Eclipse. And I think the sun's going to shine right through. It's going to be lovely. The Machine does Pink Floyd at 11 a.m. They're going to be quiet during the Eclipse, and they're going to play until 3 o'clock. So even if you can't make it out during the Eclipse, maybe a late lunch or come out and start a happy hour early on a Monday. Let's go.
Cool.
All right. All events free to attend. Food trucks on site. Let's have some fun. LittleRock.com/events is the website. DJ, you have not one but 2 dogs, plus your girlfriend's dog hanging out.
3 of them.
Christian's got a cat.
Oh, okay.
2 dogs.
2 dogs, okay. Do you guys ever drive
2 dogs, 2 cats.
with your dog on your lap?
No.
Christian? All right.
No.
13% of dog owners admit they sometimes let their dog sit on their lap while driving. 69% usually made the dog sit in the back seat. Dog front seat, back seat.
I prefer the back.
What do you mean you prefer?
Well,
you running your stuff or your dog running you?
Depends on the day.
Got you. Half of dog owners think there should be laws requiring you to buckle your dog in. Do you restrain your dog?
No.
I've had people complain to me for not restraining a dog
in
the car. In the car, yes. 100%. Christian?
I think they make like a leash where you can clip it onto the seatbelt thing, but
you got to work on it.
No, I don't.
45% let their dog hang its hand out the window. You?
If they wanted to, but my dog doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't like it.
All right. Christian?
My dogs actually hate car rides, so I avoid it at all costs.
That's interesting. Because I know a lot of dogs who
Weird.
really dig it.
They're weird dogs.
That is
Yeah,
weird.
my dog loves it.
Man, it's the heck out here. Holy cow. Okay. That's that. I gave some love to a guy. This was 2 weeks ago, I think. I gave some love to a World War II veteran.
Yeah.
That was on the Arizona. The last Arizona battleship survivor passed away this week. 102 years old. Lou Conter. Lou passed away Monday at his home in Grass Valley, California. Conter recalled how one bomb penetrated steel decks 13 minutes into battle and set off more than 1 million pounds of gunpowder.
Oh, my gosh.
Stored below. The explosion, I've never heard this before, lifted the ship 30 to 40 feet out of the water.
I got to see that.
Dude.
From a safe distance.
Guys were running out of the fire and trying to jump over the sides. Oil was all over the sea and burning, he says. He wrote an autobiography. You can read it. It's called The Lou Conter Story. I mean, that should be the next book you read.
Yeah.
Recounts how he joined other survivors in tending to the injured, many of them blinded and badly burned. This guy's a bad man, though. Listen to this. So if it wasn't enough that he survived the Arizona attack, he went to fly after Pearl Harbor, earned his wings to fly PBY patrol bombers, which the Navy used to look for submarines and bomb enemy targets. He flew 200 combat missions to the Pacific with the Black Cat Squadron. They painted the planes black and flew at night.
Oh,
This is a real bad dude,
Stealth
man.
mode.
Stealth. In 1943, he and his crew were shot down in the waters near New Guinea. He had to avoid sharks during the time. You've heard about the USS Indianapolis, right?
No.
They got sunk, and a lot of the guys were getting picked
Oh,
off
I
by
remember
sharks.
that. Yeah.
Horrible story. But this guy was shot down in shark waters, and he and his crew were shot down. A sailor expressed doubt they'd survive, to which he said, baloney. It's a bad man. I love
get
it.
me.
Don't ever panic in any situation. Survive is the first thing you tell them. Don't panic or you're dead. They were quiet and they treaded water until another plane came and dropped a lifeboat. In the late 50s, he was the first Navy SEER, S-E-R-E. It's an acronym for survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. He spent the next decade training Navy pilots and crew on how to survive if they're shot down in the jungle and captured as a prisoner of war.
Dude, this is a
Some of
bad
his
dude.
pupils used his lessons as POWs in Vietnam. Retired in 1967 after 28 years in the Navy. He's been in hospice for some time. He said not long before he passed, what was his last message here? He was talking about how happy he was to be able to. He says, he would go back to and pay his respects to the Arizona every year. They would do gatherings there every year. But anyway, just a great American. So tonight, when you're at dinner, or if you're out with friends for the evening, or
Have
you're
one.
at lunch, tip a cap.
Yeah.
Or
Have a drink.
Yeah, cheers a drink. Or pour out a little bit of your.
Pour one out a little bit.
For Lou Conter, a great American by anybody's estimation.
You gotta put a movie on that guy, right?
I know. I want to read his book now.
It'll be an action movie.
Lou Conter, bad man. Alex Murdaugh is in the news again for maybe the last time. He was in court. He's been punished in federal court for stealing from clients and his law firm. Remember when all this came out during the documentary?
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, oh, and he killed his wife and kid.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Alone. Nobody believes that. Do you think what's more likely, that he acted alone or OJ did?
And they're both up there.
I think they both had
they're
accomplices
both
that
up
got
there.
away with it.
Yeah.
That's what I think. He stole from people who placed all their problems and their hopes on him. Yep. Well, that's what you get.
Yep.
The 22 federal counts are the final charges outstanding for him. So that's good.
Yep.
Now he can enjoy his time in prison knowing he doesn't have to go back to court. Yay him.
I got an entertainment one.
Go ahead.
Kobe Bryant's championship ring sold at auction.
Okay.
It's now the highest paid ring that's ever sold for an auction, beating previous record holder Bill Russell. His ring from 57 sold for $702,000. Kobe Bryant's ring, $920,000 at an auction. But
What ring?
His championship ring from a 2000 championship. Now,
Who sold it?
No, it came from his dad. And then I was thinking, wait a minute. Why would his dad sell the ring? Well, his dad already sold the ring, and then it got resold at an auction.
Why did his dad sell in the first place?
Well, I did some research, and I looked up online. Apparently, Kobe had gifted his mom and dad 3 rings, I believe, and a couple basketball signs that meant a lot to him. He then later found out that it was up for auction, and was a quote. He put a tweet out saying, felt beyond betrayed.
Yeah.
And then he tried to take them to court to sue them for it. They didn't win because it was a gift, and they couldn't do anything about it. But they did settle on them giving him an apology.
Wow. That's like blood money, kind of.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Man, I still like to have that ring, though. But I wouldn't pay $920,000 for it.
No.
I'm not, if I could pull together $920,000 from a group of people to bring Kobe back to life, that would be worth it.
That'd be awesome. You remember where you were when Kobe passed?
Oh, man, I couldn't believe it. We were all like in shock.
I was in a parking lot at Kroger.
Man.
Oh.
I was in the parking lot at Home Depot.
Ooh.
I was not in a parking lot.
I couldn't believe it.
Crazy. Over the weekend at the box office, I got to ask my fellow Americans, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with us as a society? $80 million got spent watching Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
Folks, it's 2024.
What?
You and your childlike tendencies. Get out of it.
You don't like Godzilla?
I ain't paying $1 to go see
Godzilla.
that. That's so dumb.
Come on, man.
It's so dumb.
Get out of here. What's wrong with you? You don't like the action? Have you not been following all the movies?
No.
Come on. Monarch and all that stuff?
You got to be pretty. Was Mothra in this one?
No, he was in the other one.
He's in the last one.
Yeah.
Stupid. Stop it. No. They're getting $0 of my dollars. I don't want to see
it
another.
Off and you watch a big monkey and lizard fight some animals.
And it's awesome.
No.
Not everything has to be
There's only
Oppenheimer.
There's only one thing I've never quite understand about Godzilla is how does he stand up in the middle of the ocean? Throws me off.
Right, his legs are tiny.
I don't get it.
It's ridiculous. The whole thing is dumb.
Yeah.
I got to suspend
Maybe he's
disbelief.
not standing up. Maybe he's like paddling like water polo.
Or maybe he's
like his tail's just like a
Yeah.
or maybe he's balancing himself on something else.
Is that what it is?
Oh, that's what I heard.
Underwater?
Oh, Godzilla got it like that.
It goes to the ocean floor?
Godzilla got it like that. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you never see Mrs. Zilla. She's been laid up.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was rough. Eddie Vedder in the news. Can I get a little Pearl Jam before we hit the break, Christian?
Not to be confused with the music festival.
What?
I thought Pearl Jam was a music festival.
Pearl
when we
Jam
first
is
started
that's
this.
a band. Oh, you did?
Yeah, you
oh,
don't
that's
remember
cute.
that?
Yeah. Eddie Vedder has said that he thinks Pearl Jam has 1 or 2 good records left in them.
Ooh.
Ahead of the release of their new album. The singer was speaking to Mojo Magazine after about the new album Dark Matter, which is their 12th studio record. The older you get, the better you are at living in the present. The understanding you have less time is the biggest number in the quotient. The goal is to keep making music. Well, I hope he does, and I hope he's got more than a couple albums left. I will tell you this. I have been hooked on Backspacer, which is an album that came out a while back, and it is my favorite thing to listen to when I run right now.
Backspacer?
Backspacer. It's got enough fast songs and enough slower jams once you're kind of into your run.
Yeah.
And then it brings
kinda
you back
cool
up
down,
a little
then
bit
you got-
later.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
So Backspacer's my new jam.
A run list is so essential.
Gotta have it. I
Yeah.
just listen to this album, though, start to finish. So good. And then there's a live version
You listen to
of
this whole album?
yeah.
And how many miles are you running?
I like 2. It's an EP. It's very short.
Is that what it is?
No, I'm just a slow runner. All right, maybe I didn't get all the way through it.
I don't know.
Counting my cool down and everything else.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break a little bit early and
Birthdays?
do birthdays, and then we'll finish. I mean, we'll do end entertainment early. Sorry, Christian, is what I meant to say. Oh, I want to tell you this. Do you already have people lined up?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm all over the place. What's new? I'm really scattered today. I don't know what is
It's
wrong
the
with me.
wind.
Even more so than
Just
usual.
throwing us off.
Yeah, outside it's like I'm ADD and it really gets worse. Who's playing with whom? Let me look here. They on the list. Here we go. Adam and Bradley are with DJ and Christian. I got a great piece of history here, too, for today, April 2nd, from 1931. But let's do birthdays first. It's a very short list, and then we'll go to break on this story I got for you. All right, Adam, you're with DJ. Christian, you got Bradley. Birthdays are this. This guy is the Mandalorian.
Oh, Pedro.
Oscar Isaac. Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Got to be me, right?
Christian.
I said Pedro.
Christian, how old is
I
he?
got to say the first and last
It could
name.
have been Pedro. bowling diamond.
Oh, you know who I was talking
Why did you
about.
say Pascal? Christian, how old are you?
Last name?
Mm-hmm. Last name only, I'll be giving you.
Oscar Isaac.
Bob. How old's Pedro?
Pedro is 46.
Nope.
45.
49.
Dang it.
This guy's an actor. He had a great short scene in Inglourious Bastards in a basement bar.
Michael Fassbender?
Michael Fassbender, Christian. I rewatched that scene today. It's so good.
What gave him away? 3 like this?
3. No, he did it like this.
Yeah, he held the fingers.
Yeah, something like that. That's
Such
right.
a good scene.
Yeah, it is. And he's like, well, we're going to go out.
We're going.
You don't mind if I do it speaking the Kings. All right, let's go. Christian Weaver, how old's Michael Fassbender today?
He is it my go?
I don't know. DJ, go first. I don't care.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender is 43.
Christian.
51.
47. Tie. This guy is a rap artist. He was in Migos.
Quavo?
Quavo.
Take off? Offset?
Quavo.
All 3.
How old's Quavo?
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
What's that?
One of them died.
Which one?
Take off.
Takeoff.
He's dead.
Oh, that's right. Takeoff did die.
I shot in the mall.
Was that they were playing, I thought they were playing.
They were playing Dice.
Dice, yeah. Anyway, how old's Quavo? He was the one that dated, what's her face, right?
Sweetie.
Yeah, Sweetie. I like Sweetie. You like Sweetie?
She's all right.
A lot of people think her rap is trash. She cutie pie.
Yeah, all right.
How old's Quavo?
Quavo is 32.
31.
33. Oh, man.
Dang.
He shut out. I think he just did. There's a really short list today.
He can play basketball. He's a good basketball player.
Yeah, well, that's cool. He can do whatever he wants. It's his birthday.
Yeah.
That's it. You lost. I also want to wish a happy birthday to Barry Brandt, longtime meteorologist. Barry Brandt is 60 today. Can you believe that? 60.
Dang.
Barry Brandt. I remember when he was a fresh-faced cherub in the late 90s. He's 60 years old. He's a grown man now.
Don't recall.
Isn't that crazy? I was texting with him this morning. I was like, man, I'm hitting Barry down on 50. I'm like, it makes me feel better that you're 60. Barry's aging good like a fine wine.
60 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be there soon.
Days in history. This is the day 1866. President Johnson ended the Civil War in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Louisiana, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. That's a good day. April 2nd. April 2nd, 1877, the first Easter egg roll.
Yeah,
on the
that's
White
right.
House lawn.
Yeah.
April 2nd of what year did they have the first woman member of the U.S. House of Representatives? She was a Republican from Montana, Jeanette Rankin. What year? First woman as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives. What year do you think?
92.
Christian. No.
I don't know.
Clearly. Christian.
62.
1917. Same year that Woodrow Wilson asked Congress to declare war on Germany.
Okay, cool.
Germany.
That's good. That's
Old
better
World War One.
Better than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Yep.
America.
You got it coming.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 1931. This is the story I want to tell you about. April 2nd, 1931. I've never heard this story before. The headline reads, Teenage girl strikes out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig in exhibition in Chattanooga. Yep. Jackie Mitchell, 17-year-old southpaw, pitched against the New York Yankees on April 2nd, 1931. First batter she faced was Ruth, followed by Gehrig, struck them both out. She was a left-handed sidearmer. Facing left-handed batter, she struck them both out. Some people question the legitimacy of the strikeouts. Others say it's 100% there. Apparently, Babe was pretty hot when he got struck out, wasn't very happy about it. And they have talked to other Yankees players who did not know anything about them trying to strike it intentionally for the show. Apparently, nobody was in on it, or at least nobody else was, if those two were. And Ruth was trying to complain about this or that. Oh, he said that she wouldn't stand up and on a regular basis in the big league. So apparently he was pretty salty about it.
Ooh.
So you can look it up. She's got a great story, but we don't have time to go into all the details. But Jackie Mitchell, look up the story. There's a newsreel of her outing. It shows her hitting the strike zone on 3 consecutive pitches to Ruth. On 2 of them, he flails wildly.
Wow.
And his fury at the called third strike looks theatrical, but the images are too blurry to tell how much speed and sink. She threw a sinker. That was her jam. Let's see, what else did I have here? She had another major accomplishment in her career.
I know that name.
She went on and played at 19 years old in another deal where she had some notable performances. Here we go. All right. She went and played for this. This is a weird story. Okay, so she ended up going to play for This House of David, a religious colony in Michigan that sought to gather the lost tribes of Israel in advance of the millennium. The colony's tenets included celibacy, vegetarianism, and a devotion to physical fitness, which led to the creation of a talented and profitable ball team. She pitched for them as well, and they had another exhibition, I guess. She's at 19 years old, and she pitched against the St. Louis Cardinals. According to a news report, the nomadic House of David ball team, Beards, girl pitcher, and all came, saw, and conquered the Cardinals 8-6. That brings me great joy in my heart that the Cardinals lost to a 19-year-old left-handed pitcher named Jackie Mitchell.
Let's go.
Yes. Screw you,
Cardinals.
St. Louis. All right, let's hit a break. It's 12:28. We got to go. Susan's here. Chances of us hitting our 12:42 mark for game balls and jock straps is looking incredibly
We feel good about it, right?
unlikely.
No, unlikely?
I don't know. We'll see what you can do here.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Okay, that's great. Sanders Ground Essentials, 501-315. Do you know the number? I say it every day.
You do say it every day.
I always like to double check and make sure it's not Bill Vickers' number.
Just text my guy.
501-315-9395.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want your lawn to look great, it's real simple. Call Sanders Ground Essentials. I did see Mosquito yesterday. They also do mosquito treatments as well to make sure that you can keep the little buggers away, especially if you're about to buy a hot tub and stick it in your backyard, DJ, and you're going to spend a lot of time out
We
there.
got to talk about that hot tub.
You definitely
Can't have a mosquito out there.
No, you don't want that. You don't want to
No.
be getting stung while you're out there trying to enjoy yourself.
Is
Anyway.
it stung or
What do you call it?
I'd
Bitten?
say bit by a mosquito.
Bitten? Yeah.
I don't
You-
think they sting.
You're
do
right.
they?
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. It's bite.
I don't know.
I'm doing three things at once. Sanders Ground Essentials, Kent and Kyle, local guys for over 20 years. They've been taking care of lawns all over Central Arkansas. If you can hear this, you can probably get them to take care of your lawn as well. I think they do some commercial work also, but they for sure will make your residents look really good. Ask DJ. I can tell you all about it.
I can't find a weed. I've been looking for them.
Oh, buddy. Looking for weed in all the wrong places. That's DJ Williams.
You know who has weeds? My neighbors.
That's why. Yeah, I bet they don't use Sanders.
They don't use Sanders.
Silly gooses.
Mm-hmm.
Geese. Anyway, go talk to him. Tell him about it. Your buddy's got pickleball and weeds, right?
That's it.
Come on now, Trent. Get it
Can't have
together.
a pickleball court and weeds around it.
That's not a good look. Sanders Ground Essentials, take care of your lawn. Make it green with envy. Get him on the case today. We're back in a moment. It's 12:30. Susan Irwin's here. It's Keys of the Weekend. And I got a lot of things I need to do this weekend, so Susan's got some ideas coming up.
Graduated, and you can live through anything if magic made it. They say I talk with so much.
Listen every Wednesday when RJ Hawk joins his old buddies on Morning Mayhem. Presented by Natural State Wholesale Flooring. See everything that Natural State Wholesale has to offer at naturalstatewholesale.com.
This is Sports Center.
Last night in women's college basketball, Iowa punched their ticket to the Final Four, beating LSU 94-87. Caitlin Clark had 41 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists with 9 made three-pointers in the win. Next up, they'll face UConn as they beat USC 80-73. Husky guard Paige Beckers had a big game, going for 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists, with 3 steals and 2 blocks as well. That game will be on Friday at 8 o'clock. And Arkansas baseball returns to the Diamond tonight as they host Arkansas State at 6 p.m. Colin Fisher will take the mound for the Razorbacks while Cole Turner will pitch for the Red Wolves. Coverage can be heard on The Buzz starting at 5:30. I'm Christian Weaver with The Buzz Radio Network.
Roger Scott for Gravely Mowers. You know, when it comes to beautiful lawns, nothing cuts like a Gravely. And when it comes to cutting prices, there's nothing like the Gravely Mow the Distance sales event, where you can save up to 25%. And financing is available on America's most rugged and dependable mowers, including their ZT HD. It's the residential mower built to commercial standards. But hurry, because the Mow the Distance sale is only through April 8th and only at your authorized Gravely dealers like Triple C Sales and Service in Conway or Lawn and Power in Star City.
Heartland Rehabilitation and Care Center in Benton proudly offers compassionate and loving care to our veterans, meeting the unique needs of every veteran who calls Heartland home. Visit heartlandrehabcenter.com.
Brandon Moving and Storage has served Central Arkansas since 1965 and continues to provide professional service, local reliability, and community investment. We provide residential and commercial moves, local, national, and international service, commercial warehousing and distribution, unpacking services, and custom packing and crating. Let Central Arkansas's trusted Beacons agent help you with your next move. Brandon Moving and Storage. You make a move, we make it easy.
At Kubota, we want to help you deliver a job done right. That's why we want you to know that new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. We have the reliable, durable, and versatile lineup to help you do it. Visit River Valley Tractor today for all your equipment needs. Visit your local River Valley Tractor dealer. www.rivervalleytractor.com.
The Outlaw is back. That's right. Each Thursday morning at 8 a.m., Tommy Smith visits Morning Mayhem to talk Razorbacks, music, and who knows what else. Tommy Smith is brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports, Can-Am and Sea-Doo in Russellville. On the road, on the water, and in the trails, they have the ride for you.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acree and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdosed on confidence, started not to...
Keys to the Weekend with Susan Irwin Prouse is brought to you by Willie D's. Established in 2003, Willie D's has grown into the premier nightlife venue in the Little Rock River Market. Willie D's. Come and get your Willie on.
Baby. That wasn't bad.
It really wasn't.
Don't give it. Yeah,
you were on key there.
But I had to stop.
I love it.
Yeah, before I go out of key.
Susan's joining us here. We were at the Regional Recycling. We have not mentioned enough about that lately, but they're here till 2, folks. You got an hour and a half. If you're on your lunch break and you've got something you want to get rid of that is a corded item, come by and drop it here at Simmons Bank parking lot on Washington and Olive. You can pop in, pop out. You don't have to get out of your vehicle.
They got a good operation.
They really do.
Yeah.
It's Chick-fil-A efficient.
That's high praise.
Buddy, I'm talking about it. They're really good. I've been coming to this thing for years.
Yeah.
And they're here 7 to 2 tomorrow, so if you're at work and you're like, dang it, I wish I got a bunch of stuff I need to. This is the place to do it tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
Susan, welcome. Thank you.
Hey, it's a beautiful day.
Who's the bearded guy?
Oh, I did bring my sidekick.
That's
Cliff
good.
is here today.
My
He's not
sidekick.
on camera. My better half.
Cliff, how often do you get, hey, you're Susan's husband?
Well, I told him sometimes he gets to be on air with us, but mainly this is about me coming sharing all of the events on the weekend.
I want you to tell, I told everybody about what's going on in the River Market this weekend, so you can just gloss over that. I'm just talking about at the amphitheater, which is great.
Sure.
They need more stuff there, and I'm excited that they've got some stuff on tap. I've already bought tickets to the Ava brothers who are coming later this year.
Awesome.
But Rodney Block, DJ and I are going to be there this weekend.
Oh, we're going to be there.
I got that on my list, but I'll gloss over that for
That's
sure.
okay. We're excited about
there's a new organization, a merchants group called River Market Rise that is formed to really start doing lots more in the River Market, and I'm part of that. So, Willie D's is sponsoring our segment this week, and just going to kick off the Keys to the Weekend calendar here.
Nice. Did Danny get any wins this weekend?
Don't ask me that. Shout out to Danny Brown, owner of Willie D's, who has horses running at Oaklawn. You guys, it was a wonderful, beautiful day at Arkansas Derby.
Yes, I saw him and his girl, Charis, is that her name?
Carice, or somebody, Carice, yeah.
Carice, I don't know.
Yeah,
You say Cherry?
Somebody would call her
It's spelled-
Cha-Cha.
It's spelled Charis.
Okay. There's like 3 or 4 sayings for her.
She's a very nice girl, but
she's a
woman.
doll.
She's a woman.
She's
not
a doll.
girl. But they're great. I love them. I just didn't want to bug them. I saw them at
Tito's
they were
tent?
grabbing by tea. No, it was on Friday. I think they were in the main line hanging out for a sec. But anyway,
Well, Danny loves you guys, and he's super supportive. And we're at, owner of Willie D's. He has a horse named Willie D's running a lot, and he has several horses at the races. But anyway, let's just jump right on into this calendar. So if anybody's out there wondering, can I be on this calendar? Go to entertainersguide.com. That's where it's going to live. DJ, you gave me that idea last week, so
no problem.
I can't.
Do
I
it
only
for
have.
free. See me?
I have a very short segment, so I cannot rattle off everything that's going on in Arkansas.
Contributed.
Willie D's is open every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but everybody knows we are all prepared for all this influx of folks coming into Arkansas for the eclipse. So we have 5 shows this week: Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Willie D's is your after party, your main party, all of the things in the River Market. I know you said the amphitheater. We already talked about that. Rodney Block, Ward Davis, the Pink Floyd tribute. You guys, that's right behind us. So after you go to all that, come on over to Willie D's. That's right there over the river. In the River Market. Barkus on Main, Sunday. Barkus on Main.
Is it?
Downtown Little Rock Partnership. I'm on the events coordinator group there, and we're gearing up for the Mardi Gras themed dog parade. Vendors, lots of fun on
That's
Sunday.
this weekend?
That's Sunday.
Isn't Mardi Gras over?
No, yes, but it's a theme. Yeah, it's really cool.
Let
It's
it
very-
ride, Justin.
I like dogs. Let's go. I don't
like
care.
dogs too.
The Rev Room has Brian Martin Thursday, Friday Willie Carlisle, Saturday Not Green Day, and Sunday Indie Music Night. Stickies, you've got June and Wild Pink. I'm sorry, Sun, June, and Wild Pink on Tuesday, Friday Yellow Brick Road Tour, and the 6th Bad Habit.
I'm not as familiar with Brian Martin. Brian Martin?
Yes.
but my buddy's a big fan. He's a country guy.
Oh,
and,
yeah?
We're going to go see him on Thursday.
You're going?
Yeah.
Thursday night?
So when I'm dragging a little bit, When I'm dragging a little bit on Friday for brunch.
Yeah, brunch at
that's
my
why.
house.
I'm going to be up late with Brian Martin.
Y'all should come to the house for brunch. We're doing a show from my house.
Well,
Friday.
Okay.
Maybe a little live music.
Well, we're performing. That's included in the calendar, but I'd love to come before or after if we can make it work.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Okay, the Hall. You've got Ian Munsick and the Boots, Buckles, and Bolos tours. I love the Hall over there. That's Friday this week. Whitewater Tavern has a bunch of artists. We've got House Tree House, Ken and Company, Jacob Perez on Thursday, Melissa Carper Friday, Will Johnson, Justin Peter on Saturday.
Where's this?
Whitewater Tavern.
Dude, Melissa Carper's phenomenal. She's got one of the most unique voices ever. She's kind of folky, bluegrassy, phenomenal. She's also part of a band called Sad Daddy. She's spectacular. Huge
Sad
fan.
Daddy.
Yeah, she's great, dude.
That's Friday. So
Big fan.
there's your contender for your Friday plan.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay, Sunday, the Frontier Circus with special guest, The Hardest Part. Robinson Center. Now, I'm going to gloss over some of this. Robinson Center, the Arkansas Symphony is doing a thing for the solar eclipse. Here at Simmons Bank, Lauren Daigle on Friday.
Oh, what Friday?
This Friday. Lauren Daigle.
Little worship music?
Yeah.
You're not a big,
She's a great artist, man. She's beautiful.
I only sing with Jesus on Sundays.
Come on,
And
man.
Easter.
It's Lauren Daigle.
Lauren
Daigle.
I don't know her music.
Right here in North Little Rock.
When's Sadie Patty coming? When's Sadie Patty? I
so
like her.
good.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to go to that.
Sorry, Susan. Carry on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just,
apologize.
I
just keep
I'd
jumping
rather
in.
stop and chat than keep going.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Moon Block Party at the Argenta Plaza right here in North Little Rock. They've got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. They've got Mike Poe, Mayday by Midnight in the 6-piece suites. And Cliff and I are performing at Brewski's North on Thursday night over here in North Little Rock. Have y'all been to the new Brewski's?
I have, but not for music.
It's the old Fox and Hound. We're playing, and it's been a really cool little small stage there.
Listen, it is a great spot. I love the old Brewskis, but new Brewskis is a better space. But I spend more time in Brewskis South.
Yeah.
You got BS and BN.
Yeah.
I'm BS guy.
You're a BS-er?
Yeah, Brewskis South.
Big BS-er.
Yeah.
Hot Springs. Let's head over to our my hometown, Hot Springs, Oaklawn. Cliff and I are in the casino every Friday and Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. After us this weekend, we've got Dino D and the D Train. And then Sunday, we're again in Pop's Lounge because we're doing 4 shows. And then we're going to be leading everyone into the solar eclipse in the infield with our full band. We've got Dino D and the D Train there as well. We've got
I know
Parker
guys are in the
Francis.
casino from 4 p.m. until 4 a.m., so
All
I'm not
the time.
impressed by
Every
your 4
day.
to 8, but I mean,
Hey,
whatever.
that is a very highly coveted spot for musicians, and
Yeah.
we pack it in there on that.
Yeah.
You do a great. I love Pop's Lounge with y'all in there. It's a blast.
We have a lot of fun. Shout out to Wayne Smith and Vanessa Jones and Chris Ho and, of course, Sella, our partnership. I've been there 9 years now. Cliff's been with
Wow.
me for 7. So we're going to be doing a big 10-year celebration next year.
You and I need to go with them to the Virgin Islands when they go. Is that where you go?
We go to St. Martin. So we head to the Caribbean every November, all of November, come down to the Caribbean. We perform at the Red Piano 6 nights a week. I will be your tour guide. I'll take you to La Samana. It's lots of money is what the
Okay, lots of money.
La Samana.
La
I got
Samana.
the hookup. I will take you and give you the bougie treatment.
When are you going to Santa Barbara again?
Santa Barbara all of July.
Okay.
Yeah.
You keep teasing me with I'm going to take you is this like
Well,
flight
I mean,
included, room
sure,
included? Who's sponsoring this?
I
trip?
don't have-
I've never been. I want to go.
I don't have a jet yet, but when
Okay.
we get a jet.
Okay, we're working on it.
yeah,
We
we're
can do
working.
it.
Maybe does Justin Moore have his jet? Maybe Justin get
No. Until his RV grows wings, I think we're going to have to figure it out for ourselves.
Oh Lord. Bridge Street Live on April 4th. They're doing the big Hot Springs Festival. Gravel Yard Band and Nikki Hill there. The Big Chill Battle of the Bands on Sunday. Blitz Pig, Jocko's there Thursday. Friday is Highway 124, Rocky Don Jones on Saturday. Washita Bar and Grill, the Arlington, the Vapors. All of them have great lineups. And I encourage you guys to go to entertainersguide.com and find all of that. The Vapors is a really awesome new venue. In Conway, you've got Kings Live. They've got Lady Rock and Soul Deaf Band on April 6th and the 7th. They've got Brooke Martin. And I want to give a shout out to something really special going on in Greenbrier. The Piccola Zope Circus.
Yes.
April 4th through the
It's
8th.
Italian circus.
It's an Italian.
Are you in it?
No, but I'm familiar with these guys.
Okay.
So it's
And
5
gals.
days leading up to the Blackout over Greenbrier Festival.
Okay.
And so that's going to be 5 days of starting on the 4th. So this Thursday, you can get really good tickets on the kickoff day to bring your family. It's like $80 for five family pack of 5.
Oh, yeah.
And it's outside. So under the sun and the moon, they've got daytime and evening shows. And anyway, it's like High Wire and the family circus on the trapeze artists. And they've got horse and canine fun and all of that good stuff.
That stuff makes me nervous. Doesn't that make you nervous watching all that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to a couple
I
circus
get
shows
scared,
in Vegas, and it always makes you nervous, but they never
They
I mean,
never
knock
fall.
on wood. They never do. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah.
Well, that concludes. There's a lot of places to have good fun in this week or during this week. Cliff and I are always excited to support other artists and other venues. So if you are listening and you want to be included on the calendar, go to entertainersguide.com and submit your event and check out what I got listed out there.
Hold on to any game balls and jock straps if you got any, because we're going to do this real quick here. We missed our window by about 12 seconds, but we did pretty good.
We were
12:42. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 minutes here. Game balls and jock straps. We missed it yesterday. Boom.
Waiting on you.
Chris is probably chatting with somebody in the studio. Oh, there he is.
Are brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscape. Josh Dickinson is a former PGA caddy, so he knows what good grass looks like. If you'd like to take your yard to the next level, then hit up Josh and his crew at A Caddy's Touch Landscape. 501-794-2770. Call today.
Best looking officer in all of Central Arkansas, Thomas Norman.
Rolling
in the
up.
house. What is
Rolling
happening?
up. You know,
Look at this
that's what
guy.
happens.
I've never met him in person.
Are you serious
No,
right now?
Oh my God, I feel
Oh
like
my God.
I'm like
You
a
better get
celebrity.
Celebrity piano player,
up,
celebrity
man?
officer.
Look at this guy, man.
How are you, buddy?
He is
Good to see you.
famous. I
How are
love you so much.
He said he's trying to get by, but he's fighting crime.
Yeah.
He's out there
We gotta
doing
go.
his thing,
He's like
you know?
Batman without the cowl.
Yeah, that's a sharp looking
Or
vehicle.
the scout.
though.
I know
This
that's
is
like
Batman.
we were talking about with the fighter jet that the World War II vet was flying in.
that looks
All
good.
black. That's some stealth action.
You're the man, Tommy.
I'd ride right. See,
Tommy, can you turn the fan off? Dear Lord, it's
Oh, there you go. Let's go, baby.
game ball to my new Japanese pitcher, Shota Imanaga. You got that, DJ?
Shota
Imanaga.
Yeah.
Struck out 9 and gave up 2 hits in 6 innings for the Cubs as they beat the Rockies on Monday at Wrigley Field. Let's go, Cubbies! And how about my man Drew Smiley, Little Rock Central product?
What?
He got the save.
He plays for the Cubs?
Yes, sir. We got 2. We got
Oh.
Jordan Wicks and Drew
I didn't
Smiley.
know Drew was
we
there.
need to go to a Cubs game.
Okay.
I actually was talking to Al Watkins today, the previous owner of the butcher shop, my boy, and we were talking about going to see the Cubs and Cards in mid-July. You want to go?
Ooh, I'm there. Wait.
Okay.
Wait, let me look at my schedule.
Oh, my God. Game ball, Deion Sanders. He has hired a new Hall of Fame staffer. His name is Warren Sapp, and Warren's sporting a mohawk.
He's pretty much been there, right?
I love Warren
yeah,
Sapp,
but
man.
now he's officially on staff.
I met Warren Sapp one time, happenstance deal. They had this celebrity bowling thing over here at, what's the place called next to Fassler?
Yeah, it's
Dust Bowl.
Dust Bowl. Yeah.
Man, what a nice dude.
Yep.
He's a
Yeah.
very intimidating
That's a
guy
cool
on the
spot.
field, but a nice guy off the field.
Lanes there, not regulation, but, you know, it's a good time.
Yeah, they are. That's right. I say the same thing, but you know
You
what?
say-
I can bowl some. I can
You
bowl
can?
some. Yeah, it's a little easier.
Oh, is that
seems
what
like,
it is?
Seems like a little
It's
easier there.
shorter? And...
No, sure. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a little shorter. Fair for me. Just in size. Jockstrap to Rasheed Rice. The car video, or at least have you seen it?
Yeah, I've saw
They're
it.
both racing around the left lane. There's 3 lanes, and they're racing around the left. The poor car in the left lane, he's probably driving the speed limit.
Yeah.
And one tries to go on the shoulder, and then Rasheed tries to go inside, and they hit the car, spin around, da-da-da, blah, 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 yada, yada. Then they all just walk off like, yeah, just keep the Lambo and the Corvette. It's cool. Come back some other time.
They just left?
Dude. You're in trouble, man. Big
Yeah.
trouble. Dumb. This is dumb. Anyway, jockstrap, dude.
Yeah.
Game ball. I ain't going to say this very often, but game ball to the Detroit Tigers. Game ball to the New York Yankees. Game ball to the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are all perfect on the season so far.
Oh, okay.
5-0 for the Yanks. 5-0 for the Pirates. And the Detroit Tigers are 4-0. Woo! Look at that. How about it?
What about my Braves?
Here's the crazy thing. Detroit's won all 4 of theirs on the road.
Okay.
And guess what? The Yankees have won all 5 of theirs on the road.
It's 4
And
games,
Pittsburgh has
right?
won all 5 of theirs on the road.
How many games they play in MLB this season?
162 games,
Oh, my
buddy.
God.
Season's almost over. Anyway, kudos to them, and I'm pretty happy about it. Christian, did your team win a game yet? What are you doing?
Yeah, we won yesterday. We actually, our pitcher threw a complete game shutout.
First win of the year for the Houston Astros.
No-hitter?
1-4.
It was a no-hitter, actually.
You
Yeah.
threw a no-hitter?
Yeah, our pitcher threw a no-hitter yesterday.
One
assuming that's a
guy?
game
Was it
ball?
a team-up deal?
No, it was one guy,
How is this not front page news? I missed this. What's his name?
Blanco.
Great. He Blancoed him, didn't he? Speaking of
Yeah,
Blancos,
Ronel Blanco.
there's
Threw
only
a- threw a
3
no-hitter
teams that have
yesterday.
not won a game yet this year. The Chicago White Sox, the Mets, and the Marlins. They all get jockstraps.
Yeah, yeah.
And last but not least, give a game ball to some surging basketball teams. Christian, you can help fill in the blanks here. The Thunder were red hot, have been red hot, and the didn't the Rockets had a long winning streak broken recently too, right?
Yeah, they just got it beat by the Mavericks on Sunday, but before that they had won 10 straight, I think.
I think so. They're 9 out of their last 10. I know that. Golden State has also been on a streak at the right time. They won 4 in a row, holding down that 10th spot. They are currently 2 games ahead of the Rockets for the last spot in the West. Lakers have been on a hot streak, too. They played really well. They think they won 6 out of 7. So kudos to the Lakers as well. And, of course, the Thunder rolling over everybody right now.
LeBron went 9 for 10, right, from three-point land?
Win.
9 for 10 from 3.
Oh, that's right. That was 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago?
He also became only the second player in NBA history to have multiple games of 40-plus at the age of 39 or older. The other guy is a guy you may have heard of named Michael Jordan, who had 3 of them in his career. I'm going to guess LeBron, before he's done, will have at least one more game of 40 or more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think he can 40 whenever he wants it. And Boston's just cruising in the East, staying close. They're 11.5 games up on Milwaukee. So, anyway. You guys got any GBs or JSs?
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Christian?
Yeah, I was going to give one to LeBron for having 47 and 5, 9 to 10 from 3 when he's nearly 40 years old. I was going to give one to Jared McCain.
Yeah.
From Duke. He was about the only offensive player they had the other day in that loss, and he had 32 points. Good on him.
Yep.
And Donovan Clingan from UConn. He's pretty good.
Okay, he is very good. It's 12:50. We're pretty good, too. We got to hit a pretty good break. Susan, thank you for coming by and hanging out.
Thank you. Hope to see everybody this weekend at the Infield Festival at Oakland. We're going to be bringing in the total eclipse.
Your pops and infield.
We're infielding, yeah.
Pops Friday, Pops Saturday, infield Sunday or Monday?
Pops Sunday, and then infield's Monday for the eclipse. We're bringing everyone into the eclipse. We're giving away cars at Oakland.
You're doing 3 pops in an infield?
Yeah.
Look out.
Mitchell Tenpenny is there, and also Better Than Ezra in the event center. So
This dude's never heard of him.
Okay.
I played good for him earlier. He's never heard it.
$20 to get into the infield, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and 12 and under free. But there's going to be so many games and
Okay.
awesome stuff for everyone. And we just, I mean, what a spiritual experience we're all going to have in Arkansas. It's going to be pretty cool.
Unless it's cloudy, which I don't believe. I think it's going to be great. God loves us and he wants
Clear
us to see it.
skies.
I think it's moving on out. That's what I'm going with.
Concur. Look, you got as much shot at getting it right as the meteorologists do with this many days left. That's my take on it. No
That's
offense
right.
to my friends.
That's right.
I'm looking at you, Todd Jacobian. All right, let's hit a break here. And as we do, shouldn't be blaspheming these meteorologists on Barry Brandt's birthday.
No, they'll get it right.
What a jerk I am. That's not news. Let's head into the break on a little Max Prairie Wings, folks, down in Stuttgart. Probably a good spot to watch the eclipse as well. Save on FN pistols. By the way, when the sun goes dark, do not shoot your guns in the air. When it's New Year's Eve, do not shoot your guns in the air. Do not shoot your guns in the air, DJ, because the bullet's got to come down somewhere. Be stupid about it. I mean, it's just dumb. Anyway, shoot responsibly, but go get a pistol over at Max Prairie Wings. FN Pistols with the Spring into Savings cash rebate program at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart with a purchase of any new FNX 45 tactical pistol, $150 rebate. Or an FN 509 tactical or Edge Series model, $125 in rebates. And you can purchase the new FN 509 standard or MRD models, claim $100 in rebates. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it is true. Hurry before time runs out. Make the short drive to Stuttgart and visit Max Prairie Wings or online at maxpw.com. Also deals on Stoger, Smith & Wesson, and a great extra little discount, 8% on Browning right now, but that only goes through April 15th, so jump on it ASAP. We're back to wrap it up, the regional recycling event. You got till 2 today, folks. 7 to 2 tomorrow. Bring your corded items you don't want anymore and bring them on over, and they will take care of you. Recycle. Don't throw it in the landfill. Be a good, responsible resident here in Pulaski County.
The king of Arkansas sports talk, Randy Rainwater for Bet Saracen.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Few entertainers are as interesting and enigmatic as Andre 3000. The former rapper from Outkast was responsible for the wildly catchy Hey Ya in 2003. He also starred in Will Ferrell's Semi-Pro as the Flint Tropics basketball star Sugar Dunkerton and Coffee Black. These days, he is pursuing a solo career in experimental music, on which he plays a variety of flutes. Andre remains a radical chameleon of music and style, getting his ideas across even without using words. If Andre 3000 came to Arkansas, he would come to Doublebee's for some delicious bean-to-cup Renoco coffee, any way he wants it. Coffee black, with cream, cappuccino, or whatever he would choose, and whatever you would choose. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Small business owners, we know tackling your to-do list can sometimes feel like going 12 rounds against a heavyweight champ. Except that heavyweight's gloves are made of something hard, like diamonds. So when a new to-do pops up, you're like, I can't. I'm boxing my diamond boxing glove-wearing heavyweight champ of a to-do list. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy with over 30 customizable coverage options, so you can finally land a knockout blow. See if you can save on business insurance in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Looking for a way to jumpstart your spring to-do list? Head into All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros to help your car, truck, or SUV recover from the cold winter temperatures with our variety of spring services. From changing your oil and filters to inspecting your tires, All About Tire and Brake Tire Pros experienced mechanics will make sure you're ready for any adventure this spring season throws your way. Visit in-store in Mableville or Wood Rock or online at allabouttireandbrake.com to schedule a service today. Tire Pros love the drive.
The Zone in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, let's see what Justin Acree and DJ Williams have to say on the Buzz Radio Network.
Sugar and spice.
We're back, and we're wrapping it up here. Regional Recycling folks till 2 o'clock today. I keep wanting to say till 7, but they're here till 2.
2 o'clock.
7 to 2 tomorrow.
7 to 2.
To the core, DJ. And for those of you who aren't like DJ and don't need your DVD player anymore, or your VCR or anything else, I brought those last time I was here. If you have one of those old, I bet you probably still know people that have one of those big old big screen TVs, the big unit, the big
With the
set,
huge
box,
box.
1,000 pounds. Yeah, it's time to throw that in the back of a truck and bring it on over here, folks. Keyboards and mice, it says. But I guess that's what you call multiple mouses.
That makes sense.
Hard drives. And, again, they'll clear them all for you, so they tell me. Copiers, printers, fax machines, microwaves, coffee makers, any of that old stuff you don't need anymore. In 2022, the world generated 62 million metric tons of electronic waste, known as e-waste. But it's not really e-waste. It's e-recyclables. So let people take care of the recycle. All you got to do is drop it off, and you don't have to get out of your car. It's so easy. Come see them. One more time, I want to mention our friends at Gwatney as well. Don't bring your car here to recycle, but go trade in your car at Gwatney and get yourself a new ride. Be looking sharp for spring. DJ, I'll tell you what, spring makes me think of green and springy-like colors.
Yeah.
Cacti green would be perfect for a new cruise.
That may be the color of 2024.
I'll tell you right now.
Cacti green.
Cacti green. Our fountain blue is pretty good, too, if you're into blues.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah. Little boy blue. Go by and see our friends at Gwatney Chevrolet. It's GwatneyChevrolet.com. That is the website. You can see all the pre-owned vehicles, all the new vehicles. Pop out and see them. Get yourself a new deal and drive off happy. That's things over there.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Simple, easy. James is cool.
Still doing multiple months with no payments.
4 months to be exact.
Great financing options, especially on the Silverado.
2.9%.
Let's go. Go see them over at Gwatney Chevrolet. Today is the beginning of April. We're going to have a whole new slew of options coming up soon, but there's always great deals over there. So go make the drive to Jacksonville. All right. Thanks for all the folks having us out today. Let's check in with our friends from Out of Bounds back in the studio. Wes, got you a brand new monitor right here. No more blue monitor.
Well, looky there. That's a whole lot easier to see.
Sure is. That's how we do things. So what are y'all doing today besides talking about I didn't stay up for the whole second game, but it certainly did not live up to the first one. But kudos to UConn for getting it done against USC. But we do have a great Final Four for the women and the men, I think.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. That first game it was just really good basketball to watch.
Yep.
I mean, it was just pleasing to the eye, the offenses, the defense, just the way the intensity just wasn't there for the second game. It was just a different game, man. But kudos to UConn for getting it done, and small little upset over USC. But no, we're going to be talking about the whole, Hunter Yurchek video, Musselman to USC talk. It's just more of the same, and that's what happens when you have a good coach. Other people are interested in hiring that coach. Also coming up on the show, Matt Zimmerman will join us. We're going to talk about the Final Four, get his thoughts on who's going to play for the championship. We're going to preview Arkansas State. Arkansas, we'll hear from Dave Van Horn. Bobby Petrino just spoke with the media. I tell you what, guys, he's excited, and he's excited about one specific position group and player. DJ Williams would be happy about that. So we'll hear from Coach Petrino. Chris Bauer will join us. He is the executive director of the Arkansas Edge. You may have heard for their Drive for Five campaign. He's going to tell us about that campaign and why NIL is so important at the University of Arkansas.
Sounds good. Got a note here to end on. Rusty says, I'm not going to read it. That's so terrible, Rusty. But that's funny, but that's terrible. Some dark humor right there. Stay tuned for Out of Bounds. You want to hear all the news that's fit for might have a new job before the show's over. You might want to stick around.
Yep.
Fellas, if you've been feeling tired and grumpy, noticed a lack of motivation and drive, you may have low T. Low testosterone levels can cause weight gain, loss of muscle mass, and so much more. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I got my levels tested. They make it quick, it's easy to get your levels checked, and it's only $25. And with their on-site lab,